Good evening, everyone. Hope everybody's doing okay tonight. Dorinda, Rocksteady, Chrissy, Red. How are y'all doing? Back at the campfire. Gigi had a change of plans last minute, so here we are. Hey, Dorinda. Think of something good. Let's see. I got my building today, so that was good. You're welcome, Rocksteady. Thank you for joining me. I appreciate all of y'all. Doing good, Red. Um, I guess I'll go ahead and talk about something right quick since there's just five of us here. There's been a lot of stuff going on in the community and a lot of negativity, and I don't want that here. Um, at the same time, I don't want to. Uh, I want everybody to be respectful on panel and off. Just be yourselves, have fun. That's what we're here for. Just to get together and talk about whatever y'all want to talk about. We just were trying to keep it where people weren't talking over each other, and um, so we tried a little different things, and people got feelings hurt, and that didn't work. So here we are, me talking to myself in the beginning again. Hey, Dorinda,
Hello. First of
how
all,
are you doing?
congratulations on getting your new house. That's
Thank you.
awesome.
I wouldn't call it a house. It's a
Well, you're
storage
building.
shed right now.
Yeah, but it's going to be your house.
It's going to be a part of it. Yes.
Uh-huh.
It's the beginning.
Well, that's
New
fantastic.
beginning.
That's fantastic. I'm so happy for you.
Thank you.
And no, my feelings didn't get hurt if you were talking about me. And I will try to
Not just,
behave tonight. Okay?
honey, it wasn't just you. It was, well, I don't know if you got your feelings hurt or not. You didn't tell me. But this other person told me. And so, of course, I feel bad for that. I take everything to heart, as y'all know.
Mm-hmm. I think we all do.
Yes. No, I don't give out names.
Hello,
Hey,
Shane.
Shane.
I'm just so happy for you right now. I'm bubbling over. Yeah, that's kind of me right now. Sorry.
That's okay. I'm proud of how you did that. Of course, they didn't set it up the way I wanted it, but it's all good. Um, Tatum was like, well, what do you want? What do you want? And I said, this can be your house, honey. You figure it out. I'm just here. So it kind of went in a completely different way than we thought it would, but it's okay. It's shaded out the with the building. You get to pick three windows.
Hmm.
Um, I wish I would have placed one of the windows on the other side, but I didn't. Um, because my mindset right now is probably less windows the better. But then at the same time, you want to see what's going on out there. I
Yeah,
don't
and you
know.
want to let some light in too.
And that's, I love windows. If I could have windows all around my house, I would. You know what? You know what my biggest dream has always been is a skylight in my bedroom over my bed. I would love to be able to look at the night sky
I have a skylight
in
in
bed.
my bathroom.
Do you? In your
Yes,
bathroom?
in my bathroom. My mother had the house before me, and
Okay.
she wanted a skylight in the bathroom. So when she was sitting on the toilet taking a poop, and there
I
was a
was gonna
thunderstorm
say,
outside, she could see it.
oh, if there was a storm,
Yeah, I
we'll
don't
see
know.
where I'm at. Where I'm gonna be at, it's to look at the stars and the full moon and the all that. Not,
Yep.
I told my mom, I said I'm just a little worried about tornadoes up here on this hill. But her house has been there for over 30 years and no tornadoes. So just lightning. So Tatum's gonna clear a lot of brush and maybe cut some trees. Well, for sure
Uh-huh.
the cedar. The cedar is going because we're all allergic to it.
Yeah.
But one piece glass roof, heck yeah. But then people who I hear have skylights, they always say that they leak. I think it would just depend on who did it.
Yeah. Yeah, my parents didn't have a professional put it in. So yeah, it leaked for a while, but it doesn't leak anymore because I fixed it. No, 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 no.
You fixed it.
Yeah.
Okay, well you just come on down here with Gigi.
Well, I bought a
Heroin
can of
and chat
that leak stop
party at
stuff.
my house.
I sprayed the shit out of it. It don't leak anymore.
I have the barbecue pit. Get my son to bring down a donated cow and
Awesome.
everybody can show off their cooking skills.
Yes, Rocksteady.
There we go.
Flex sale.
Yeah.
I couldn't remember what it was called.
Well, and that's the way this building is shaped. Like, I don't even know how I would do that, but it it'll be a while before I have a bedroom. Put it that way. I think I'm gonna be out in the travel trailer for a while, which is okay with me because it's got everything. Hey, Lisa.
I think she just said she'd be right back.
Yeah, I think BBS.
Be back soon. I think that's what that means.
It could be. There you go. Okay.
She likes to use the BBS thing, so I'm assuming that that's what it
Yeah,
means. I may be dead wrong.
yeah.
I've seen her use that when she
And
says, I've got a call, and then she writes down BBS, so I'm assuming that's what it means. But well, that's true, Rocksteady. Home is where the heart is.
that's true. Very true.
So
My mom and stepdad.
are you gonna have like a big kitchen in your house or
Oh, no, no, no.
a small kitchen, a
Dorinda.
dining room?
No. This
Okay.
is, this is, I mean, think tiny. Not
Uh-huh.
tiny, tiny, but tiny. I'm going from over 1,500 square feet to 800 square feet.
Oh my goodness.
Yes.
And it's one story or two?
One story. Can't do two.
Well, you're gonna have to take pictures and show us.
Well, I took a couple of pictures of the outside. Um,
Uh-huh.
I didn't. I didn't get to go in the inside because they were still setting it up and they wouldn't let us go in. But I think Tatum took some pictures inside. But it's just bare, nothing inside, nothing really to take pictures of.
Well, maybe your husband's gonna have to come down and help you fix it all up for you.
My
Your
husband,
your internet husband, sorry.
wouldn't that just be the sweetest thing?
Yes, it would. Red, I tried to talk the girls into a loft and no way. But when it was coming up the road, um, because I was talking about an attic even, and Tatum's like, "There's no room for an attic," and I said, "You may be right. I don't know. I don't know. It's different than what we're used to. Yeah. But you're
Very
gonna add
different."
onto it and stuff, aren't you? Isn't that what you said?
Yes. Yeah. So what we're gonna do is the girls hate my sofa and love seat. I love it. It's like I really love it. But um, I guess if I was on it all the time, I probably wouldn't like it so much. And yeah, well, I don't. I only have one little one, and we're not gonna let her climb stairs. um,
So we were talking about what we were going to leave here for staging to sell it, and if they want to keep it, any of the furniture that we leave here for staging, then maybe throw an extra $100 on it, or if it's
Yeah.
$100, no, just yes, that's included. If I get what I'm asking, they can have everything in it because I'll be able to do a whole lot more. But with the way the economy's going, I just don't know how that's going to go yet.
Yeah.
We'll just see. One day at a time. Red, I have 7 grandchildren already. 2 of them live with me. My oldest and my youngest. They were just in there fighting over me. And Tatum's like, she was miming me before you ever even thought of. And I said, Tatum, you're arguing with a 3-year-old. This has to stop. Uh, it's okay. We have fun here. It, they are all so different. That little one, she is going to be something else. Y'all think Laura's a mess? Oh, just wait.
I never said Laura was a mess. She's a beautiful young lady who
Okay,
has
I
a
said she's a mess.
who has a head on her shoulders sometimes.
Thank you, Rock. All prayers are appreciated. She does. She is so smart. Um, she's the
You're
shit.
not
Well,
being
she's
very
that
nice.
too. But she really is. She's smart. Like she was in honors classes and got the scholarships, and she really excelled in everything she did. She got a letter jacket for soccer. She just zoomed, and then and then she got mush brain because of some guy. Imagine that.
Mhm.
But she's getting back. She she'll be all right. I'm not worried about her. Yep. And now you have 8. Yeah, I had 2 boys first, and I was like, well, a little girl would be nice because you can put the bows and the dresses and play doll with a living doll.
Mhm.
And then I had my oldest daughter, and then I had another son, and his name is Daniel. And then uh, that was my first marriage, and then my second marriage. Well, after my last son, they told me I couldn't have any more kids, so I believed them. You know how Pappy always says,
Oops.
the creator sitting up there snickering. Yeah, that's what happened. So I got 2 more beautiful girls,
Awesome.
3 boys, 3 girls. the Bonnie Bunch. That's what they were always called. Yep. Oh, and well, y'all saw my Thanksgiving video. When they get together, oh my goodness, they were calm for that video. They knew that I was doing it, so they were pretty much on good behavior. But yeah, you know how siblings are.
Yep.
Well, I don't know. I've seen some. I have a sister that hasn't talked to me in years, and
Me too.
yeah, and
Since
that's
my mom
something.
died.
I just I don't know. I totally agree with the family of choice. Have you ever heard that saying?
No.
Um, I don't know where I heard it, but it's like my one friend that we went to high school together. We've been best friends since 14 years old, and she is Aunt Sally to my kids, and that's family by choice.
Mm-hmm.
She's not blood, but she's family.
Mm-hmm. Hello, D-Dog.
Hey, dog, how are you doing?
I'll be right back, Bonnie.
Okay. Yeah, I read. I don't either. I don't know. But sometimes they just get too big of a ego, pride, jealousy. For some reason, my sister's jealous of me, and we have never been able to figure that out. Kind of weird. But so, what do y'all want to talk about?
I have no idea. I'm hoping chat gives us an idea.
Okay, let me think of another stupid story I might have. Y'all heard me talking about um, when my mother put my grandmother's ashes in that lake,
Mm-hmm.
and it's really weird. My mother brought that up again today because now she's decided that's where she wants to go, and she's like, maybe I'll create a wave too. And I was all, of course you will. And then she said, my brother said the same thing, and I'm like, I think we're gonna get caught one of these days. Everybody wanting to be in the lake.
Uh, Good night, Rocksteady.
Night Rock, thank you for coming in. But it was these two people can hardly walk, my mother and my stepfather,
Uh-huh.
and it's uphill to where I'm gonna be.
Mm-hmm.
It's not real steep, but there's an incline,
Mm-hmm.
and they insisted on walking up there. Excuse me, I'm
And
sorry.
checking out your place.
And yeah, and they wanted to see the whole thing going on, and they are so excited
Well, that's good.
that we're going to be out there. Yeah,
That's good.
Yeah, they need it. Yeah, my mom goes in for surgery again. Um, Monday after next, a week from
Mm-hmm.
next Monday, I think she said. Today's Thursday. Yes, it's got to be because she goes to see the doctor next week, and they're going to try and schedule in her for surgery again the next Monday. And so,
And it's the
um,
same surgery over again, or a different
yes,
surgery?
same surgery over again
Oh boy.
for the stones, and hopefully this time they do it right. Thank
That'd
you,
be
Red.
awesome.
Appreciate that. Yeah, because that's what is causing her to keep getting the infections. And she was telling me today she's gonna take the spider to get serviced, so it'll be ready for me to ride. And I'm like, woohoo!
Cool.
Yeah,
You'll have to park it at your
excited.
new place so that you can run down and look after them and run back to your place.
Yeah. Well, during the summer, not when it's cold. I'm telling you, I'm a weenie in the cold. I don't know how you yanks handle it. Hey, Slow
So,
Country, how are you
what's the
doing?
weather like where you are today?
I'm sorry.
What's the weather like where you are today? Is it warm? Is it cold?
Oh, girl, out there in the sun. Well, it said it was going to be 53 today. They lied.
Okay.
I had on my coat because it was 48 when we left here. And uh, so I had on my coat and, hey, Camo, how are you? And I had on a flannel shirt, and I was ready to be standing outside in 50 something degrees. And
Uh-huh.
the sun come out, and there went the coat. And then I was rolling up my sleeves, and I was like, I went and looked at I went and sat in the car, turned on the air conditioner, and it was 78 degrees. And I was like, somebody lied.
We're at 0.
Oh my goodness. I'm so sorry. Right now it's 55.
You know what? And that's normal for us. It's normally colder in January than it has been. So I'm grateful.
Yeah.
Hey, just stopped in to say hey, guys.
I'm glad you
How are you
did.
tonight, Camel?
Pretty good, man. I'm at a bar. Buddy of mine's playing his band.
Awesome.
See, seen you guys on.
Oh, cool.
Can you
Well,
hear the
you could
music?
like go,
Yep.
you can hear it. I can't hear
Can
it.
you
I can hear it a little bit.
Heck
get right over
yeah.
there?
We're hanging out in a bar tonight. All right.
Woohoo!
I thought I'd try that. No, I'm not staying on. Just gonna say hi and bye.
All right.
Aw.
It was good to see you, Camel.
Right on. It's good
Thank
to
you.
see you guys too. I can't see the chat right now, but I'll say hey.
All right. Well, you take care, okay, hon?
Bye, ladies.
You
Bye.
have a good time.
Red Pill, and we've had snow all day today.
That's cute. I
That
wanted
was
to keep
awesome.
hearing the music. We can't play anything, we get taken down.
That,
Ah,
that's just stupid, but that's just life, I guess.
it is stupid. Got any singers in here?
No. As you can tell from the other night when we sang Happy Birthday, we can't sing.
Yeah.
We were so off
That
key
was
and
good
so
though.
out of whack. It was hilarious.
I heard that done on Jeff Riddles for somebody one day. It was just as funny because you do have the delays and the
Yeah.
and everybody's off tune and oh well, it's fun.
Early on.
That's what it's all about, laughing and
It,
having fun.
that is correct.
Have you ever done karaoke?
No, I have never done karaoke. I
Well,
have a
my
friend that
girls
does
got,
karaoke all the time. Well, when it's open, we'll put it that way, because it hasn't been open
yeah,
for a while. Um, Actually, I have two friends that do karaoke, and they're beautiful singers.
wow, yeah, we have some good ones here. Um, but my two girls got on the kick of karaoke because I would go
Uh,
down there just to listen to my friends sing, and so I started taking them. How am I making fun of you, honey? And well, of course, people started dragging me up there, and um, there was one song I finally sang by myself. I mean, it took maybe a year or two for me to finally get the nerve to do it. Can't remember if I went out back and took a couple of puffs of something or what. I don't know how I got up there, but anyway. And um, I sang The Rose.
hmm Oh, that's a beautiful song.
I
You
love
probably did
that.
a beautiful job.
Well, they thought so, but I didn't.
Yeah, but we are our own worst critics, are we not?
I know. And but and so that's then it became every week everybody was like, get up there and sing that song. And I'm like, no, why just that one? Even one of my friends made me go to her mother's birthday party and sing it to her, and I was like, I was so nervous I couldn't do it.
Oh, wow.
It was all these top ladies in this community that were there, and I was facing them, and I was shaking so bad I couldn't even. It was just so I had to sit down, wait a while, turn my back to them. I finally got it out.
Awesome.
It's crazy.
That's a big thing. When I remember when I first moved to the Sioux, I used to run all the time, and they wanted me to run in track because I was fast, and I'm like, nope. And they're like, why? I said, because you have a city meet. Everybody's watching you. I don't like being watched. I'm not doing it.
Yeah.
I had the principal and the teacher of my class and my mother all trying to convince me, and I'm like, no, I'm not doing it. I beat the mile record
Hey,
when I was
Yvonne.
running the mile. They wanted me to run. Nope. I'll run anywhere. Doesn't matter, but not at a city track meet. Nope. People are watching me. Nope. Ain't gonna happen. I'm gonna fall on my face.
Well, stage fright is for real. I am very
I don't
competitive.
mind
It's
competing.
it's not
I
the
just don't like
competing.
being
Yeah.
on stage.
Yeah.
Hi,
My
Lisa. Glad you're
competitions
back.
are uh pool. Oh my goodness. I used to get in pool tournaments all the time. And so whoever won the pot would buy a round for the bar. And
Hmm.
because I didn't drink, they wouldn't buy me a bottle of water or a Sprite, which is what I drank.
Oh,
And
that's rude.
so when when I won the tournament, they were like, "You have to buy everybody around." And I said, actually no I don't. And y'all remember this? Yeah. I said, "Nope, this is my laundry money now." But I love to play pool. So
I used to play pool.
my mother
I
started
freaked
taking me
my
to
husband out.
bars.
The first time we played pool, went out and played some pool. I was trying to make a shot, and I'm like, I can't make it that way. I can't make it that way. I can't make it that way. I stuck the whatever the hell the stick behind my back and shot it. My husband
Yeah.
flipped. He had never seen me play pool. He's like, "How the hell did you make that shot?" I'm like,
Well, sometimes you just gotta.
I said, "That was the way I could make the shot." He said, "You could have done it this way." I said, "No, I couldn't. My body
Hey,
didn't work
shift
that way,
picker.
and I knew that." He goes, "But that was a nice shot. I can't believe you did that. You said you played pool, but you said you haven't played pool in 20 years." I said, "Yeah, but you remembered how to do that." I said, "Yeah. Old habits die hard."
Maybe that's one of those things you never forget.
Mhm.
I hope. I don't know. My with my eyes. I don't know. I'll have to go try that sometime.
It just that
Or
was just the way it worked for me that night.
maybe I'll add on a pool room.
Oh, that'd be
One of the
cool. Your family
houses that
does
I
that.
was looking at down at the coast to buy, it
Uh-huh.
had a pool room. And
Uh-huh.
along the walls, I think it was two of the walls, they had bunk beds. Like there was one, two, three, four sets of bunk beds along the walls. So it was because it's got to be a pretty good sized room to play pool in,
Yeah.
so you don't whack anything with your stick. And that was the main thing I liked about that house. But the girls wouldn't move down there, so eh. Didn't get to do that. Yes, and I used to get in the dart tournaments too. Loved throwing darts. Any kind of shuffleboard, all of it.
Oh. Never played shuffleboard either.
Oh,
Oh, excuse me. Sorry.
that takes a when you put that disc on that sand, it's either going to go haul and rear or curve off. Yeah, I mean, shuffleboard, it takes a lot of skill to play that one.
I've never seen anybody play it, so I don't know.
Oh, okay. Maybe that's not a thing that people do. Off to the rodeo. Cool. Stop and pick me up, Camo.
Are you leaving, Yvonne? Good night.
Take care, Yvonne. Good night. Back from the snack. What'd you
Hey,
snack
slow
on, Slow
country.
Country? What's up with Shane and D Dog? Why aren't they? You know,
I
my
know.
favorite part of the rodeo? Well,
What?
I don't know if y'all have rodeos up there, but if you look one up, you'll see. At the beginning of the rodeo, all the horses mounted with riders and they're carrying the flags and they go around the arena and they start out slow and they get faster and faster. That is my favorite part with the national anthem playing and all of that.
Nice.
It is. It's moving. It's
I've never been to a rodeo. Well, yeah, never been to a rodeo.
a baked potato is a
There's one in
snack.
Calgary,
That's
but
a
it's too far
meal.
for me to go. That's like 4 provinces the other way.
Oh, yeah. Slow country eat it just like I do. Exactly.
I was eating potato skins for supper tonight. Oh.
I love potato skins. Yep. They're
I
so
made
good
them
for you
myself.
too.
They had bacon on it. They had green onions on it. It had lots and lots of cheese. It was awesome.
Yum.
I used up my last 4 potatoes and I only ate 4, so I got 4 left.
Yeah.
I love it when you go to a restaurant and you order um, potato skins and they give you 5.
5 potato skin.
Yeah.
Like how big? How wide?
Well, they're regular potatoes, but they give you 5 potato skins. I'm like, what happened to the other one? And they're looking at me like I'm nuts. I'm like, uh, I could see 4 and I could see 6, but I can't understand 5. You're missing half a potato, as far as I was concerned. They laughed at me when they
Right.
thought about it that way. Mutton busting? What's a mutton busting?
That's when the kids go chasing after the, are they lambs, sheep, goats? I don't know.
Okay. Ooh, slow country. That sounds really good. Hi, Chrissy Cat.
Oh, hi, Chrissy Cat.
Oh, they ride the lambs. Okay. All right. I didn't know what mutton busting was, so thank you for clarifying.
So they ride them. Okay. Because I've seen them chasing. Seems like they have to chase them and pull a tag off of them or something. Also, I don't know. Loud bar, dark corner, back to the wall. Glad you got your back to the wall, Camo.
You always sit with your back to the corner.
Yep. See what's coming up on you.
Yep. And nobody can get behind you.
Kids ride the sheep. Okay, gotcha. It is so scary for me when I watch the kids training for the bull riding.
Yeah.
I don't think they should let them until they're a certain age because uh, that's it's just so dangerous. I
Oh,
just
yeah.
I don't think anyone under 18 should be on a bull. Says the mother that let her daughter sit on a bull for a picture at 3 years old, but you know,
Yeah, but that was different.
it wasn't a rodeo bull, and they picked them especially for that. We had
Yeah.
um, a rancher close by here that he raised them just for that.
Uh-huh.
Myers, um, all of Texas used his bulls for rodeos, and yeah,
Wow.
I didn't like to watch the bull riding because it someone's gonna get
Dangerous.
hurt. Someone always gets hurt. Yeah, and
Yeah.
I can't watch them just flopping around like a rag doll. I'm okay with the horse, the bronc riding, all that, but just not the bull riding.
Mm. On an elephant. Oh, wow. Cool.
I've ridden an elephant. That was fun.
When they had the well, I'll call it the circus because I don't know what else to call it here. Uh, we couldn't go near the animals.
Really?
Yeah, they wouldn't let
Hmm.
anybody near any of the animals. Not the horses, not anything. Not the elephant, nothing. It was like, well, that's a
They were afraid
disappointment.
y'all were gonna make them sick.
I have no idea. Have a good night, shift kicker.
Night shift giver. Thank you for coming in.
It was good to see you.
Oh, hot chocolate.
Pardon?
Slow Country made a big batch of hot chocolate mix last weekend. They may go have a cup.
Wow. I just buy the shit from the store. I wouldn't know how to make a batch of hot chocolate mix. I'd have
I
to look
have made
that up.
it and I've bought it from the store. Yes, Chrissy Cat, I'm in Texas. All my life. Well, 1 to 5, I lived in San Francisco, but born and raised here.
Okay, Chrissy Cat. It's kind of weird
Yeah.
with no men up here chatting tonight.
Well,
But
yeah, it is.
I'm just
um,
I'm not saying, hey, but I'm just saying it's just kind of different.
it is. It's different. We miss our men. Um, let's see. John has his funeral tomorrow
Oh
morning,
no.
so I don't know that he'll be on. Um, Shane was in chat. Maybe he fell asleep.
Yeah.
You know how those old men are.
Yep.
I'm just playing.
I know.
And I had seen Devil Dog. Don't know
Yep.
where he went. He may have fallen asleep, but
Well, he's
he
so
has
busy.
reason to.
Holy cow.
I know. I don't know how he does it. Because just the little bit that I'm trying to do, it's time consuming. But
Yep.
I hear it's worth it. Oh, D Dog's still here.
Yep. ID dog again.
Yeah. Um, my mom's house, the it's 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 a pretty good slope up her driveway.
Mm-hmm.
So it took them about an hour and a half just to get the building up the that hill.
Mm-hmm.
And then they were trying to get it through there's trees and there's a carport. And I walked out there and I said, "Why don't y'all go around the other way where there's no trees?" So they walked over there to look and they came back and they hooked up all their machinery and took it the other way around and finally got it up there. But we were out there for 5 hours.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, took a long time.
Wow. But you got it set up and it's there.
Yes,
Awesome.
it has a couple of issues, but they said that it will be fixed. They are not going to leave it like that. And I said, "No, you're not." But I checked all the seams, everything. Um, I t- well, Tatum was able to go inside. There's no steps on it yet.
Mm-hmm.
And I told her, "You walk in there and you tell me if you see sunlight anywhere. Check every seam on the roof, on the floor,
Mm-hmm.
everywhere." So she went
Uh,
in and she checked all that out. And she said, "I don't see any sunlight anywhere." And I said,
good.
"Okay, we're good." I'm a little picky when it comes to stuff like that.
Well, you have
But
to
you
be.
have to be. Exactly. Yeah, Gigi messaged me, I guess about 7:30.
Oh
"I'm
yeah.
not going on tonight." And I said, "What? What do you mean you're not going on tonight?"
Hubby wants time with Gigi.
I said, "All right, I'll try." So it was a little unexpected, but I got my second win now. I
Well,
was
I'm so glad you came on.
falling asleep there whenever she messaged me. Snap out of it, Bonnie. Wake up, wake up.
And then I messaged you. Are you
Yep.
going live? Please.
Yep. Here we are. All right.
So it's not sleepy time yet, Devil Dog. Is it pole dancing time? Just thought I'd ask.
Pole dancing.
Mhm. I'm glad you're back, Lisa. Hey, Jody. Aw, thanks, Jody.
Hi, Jody. Aw. It's because we love y'all. So, do we want to play a game?
If you want to play a game, we'll play a game. It's all up to you.
Y'all want some recipes? What do you want to do?
Whatever you want to do, my dear.
I was telling the girls that we were talking about cooking while doing a live, and they were like, "Heck yeah, we can do that." And I said, "Awesome, I'll have help." Okay. And they said, "What do you want to do first?" And I said, "Porcupine balls." And they're like, "All right, we got this."
Lisa, you have to ask Devil Dog. Bonnie dropped the link for him a couple of times
I
already.
have, honey.
Hi, Deanie.
Miss Blue Moon, I couldn't find those pictures. I'm supposed to be working on something. Hello, ladies. I listen in. You guys have such
Hello.
a calm, nice stream. I like it. I don't want to come and stir shit up on you, you know.
Oh, we're very calm tonight, and we welcome the company.
Good. I won't stir anything up then. I just wanted to say hello and see what kind of games y'all gonna play.
Well, I don't
Dorinda's
know.
like,
Guess
if you
what?
want to play a game, you can play a game. I'm supposed to be
Actually,
working.
my
Who wants to
my
work?
granddaughter was wanting to play a game. She
Oh,
was
yeah?
gonna Tatum, are you in here? She saw, what if I go on and I said, yeah, that's fine. But she's taking care of the little one, so I can do this. So she may be busy with her.
Yeah, you hate to lose your helper.
Yes.
Hi,
I like it
Lisa.
when Tatum's off.
Trying to talk Miss Blue Moon into coming on panel. She only got on one time, you know.
Did
I sent
she?
her, yeah, I sent her your channel the other day. I'm like, you gotta go check out Bounty's channel.
I like it. Yeah, she got
Oh,
on.
thank you.
Yeah, she's a sweetheart. Yeah, you girls, sweet and spicy, right? Sweet and sassy. It's a good mix
We
here.
can be.
What's that?
Sometimes we can be.
Yeah, I know what's the cooking channel going to be about. I definitely think that'll be a hit. That'll get the most views of anything. Everyone's
Well,
got to
we were
eat.
just talking about maybe doing it once a week, just
Oh yeah.
one of us be in the kitchen cooking. Well, Gigi already did Christmas cookies, and
Yeah, I saw some of that. That was super cool.
that was hilarious.
Make you feel like you're right there with them. That's nice. I used to watch those cooking
Yes,
shows all the time. I was like, I don't feel
really.
alone. Yes. Oh, I was crazy about Chopped. I watch that show every day. I like to see. And we even did a challenge like that with some young kids at the church once. And I have a friend who does that a lot with her daughter. She'll just break it all out. All right, Chop Challenge. It's so cool. I mean, you might as well do it. You never know when they're going to have to just make something out of some hamburger and a can of tomatoes, you know.
Mhm.
Recipe for cocoa mix, 2 pounds of Nesquik.
There
This
you go.
sounds terrible. This sounds like a terrible recipe.
I was gonna say that's not how I make it, but okay. There's
But
you a
maybe
recipe,
it's for
Dorinda.
a big box. Okay, I'm sorry. I thought you were kidding. Half mix with water. Okay, it's good, right? Okay. Hmm. A little salt is key too. That's what's always missing when you can't figure out sometimes what's that one thing that just needs to bring it all together. It's just a little salt because you wouldn't
Yes.
think so with cookies or if you haven't cooked before. You first start cooking, you're like, why am I putting salt in cookies? But then you know what's also a trip is when you put pepper in ginger cookies. You're like, black pepper in my
Right.
cookies? I don't know. I don't know if I could do that. This is so weird. Black pepper in my cookies. But yeah, if we all did a day, we could do a cooking channel where every day somebody was doing something.
Yeah.
Because I heard even Shane said he could show us how to cook beaver stew, didn't he? Did he say he could teach
Yep.
us how to cook beaver stew?
And what a way to bring the community together. Each
Yeah, that'd be
channel do one day. That would be awesome. Because that's what we need to do is bring the community together more. And what does it better than food? Food is the way to a man's heart. Every show we do, we start talking about food. Food is what brings families together at the dining room table.
Oh, girls, if you only knew how those aromas could work in your favor.
Oh yeah.
I mean, fill the house with homemade bread smells and beef stew, or you're
Yes.
halfway to success. I
Yes.
mean, I had to teach my daughter about timing. Gosh, the girl had the worst timing. And I used to be like that. A lot of young wives or husbands, whoever's the stay home person. I mean, I have a couple friends who have stay home men, and that's cool too. That's the way they want to. The one's a nurse or photographer or whatever. But man, you hit them up in the door. That is bad timing. Let them come home. Let them come home. Don't hit them at the minute they walk. I used to do that to my husband. And it's like in those movies where they're always like, "Oh, just wait till your father comes home." It's like, "Oh, that poor guy.
Yeah.
He's gonna come home to a shit show." And then what? Then he gets to take out all his anger from his crappy job on his kids. I mean, that's no way to raise family, you know.
No,
But
that's that's
timing's
another part of
important.
that
Yeah. So,
programming.
so ladies, when you are cooking a stew or something, that's good timing. Those are good times to ask
Yes.
tough questions. You know what I mean? Yes,
Mm-hmm.
food is one way for sure, Bonnie. My mama taught me that. Food is a way to a man's stomach. Oh, really? Well, you know what? My husband joke about the first meal I ever served the man. He said, I opened a can of like pork and beans and put some hot dogs in it and I put some ketchup all
Beanie
over it.
weenie.
And he
Yes,
loved
most
it.
kids have
Like
given
this
up
is
on
dinner,
them.
baby. This is
Yep.
living. This is the meal of the time. And
I
then we had
remember. Oh,
yeah.
sorry,
Go ahead.
sorry, Dave. I
No, no, go
remember
ahead.
my husband asked for
Mhm.
corned beef
Mm-hmm.
for supper.
Uh-huh.
I cooked the roast beef, okay,
Oh, okay.
because I had no idea. Okay, I cooked the roast beef. I sliced it up. I threw a can of corn on the top of it and said, "There you go."
That was your corned beef.
That was my corned beef because I
Well,
didn't know
see,
there was something called corned beef.
that was a A plus for effort. And I bet he was so damn hungry. He said, this is the best dinner I ever. This
He
is
was
really
looking at
good,
me and he
Dorinda.
was like stunned, like completely stunned. Okay,
He was
I said, "This is what you asked for, corned beef."
he
He
was
goes,
stunned or you were
Slow
stunned.
country, that's
You were both stunned,
awesome.
weren't you?
he
Yeah.
goes,
Oh,
You're like, this
you
ain't
cooked
it.
before and she
What the
married
hell?
you.
I had
You
no
see,
clue that
Slow
that wasn't
Country?
what he wanted.
Yes,
Slow
slow country.
Country got it down.
Dude. Uh your wife loved it. Yeah. Well, yeah.
She married him for that lasagna.
I don't like to cook lasagna. It's too much work, too much dishes, and takes too long. It is the least
Well,
I
he put a
never
lot of heart into it then, didn't he?
I'm like, yep, Kirkland, 2 for 1, 2 for $10. Here you go, lasagna, done. I know that's sad, isn't it? I can cook some delicious meals, really good. You know what's a good one to share? A lot of people don't know, but they love to eat is a Hungarian goulash over
Oh,
the beef
yes, I love
noodles.
goulash. And
I'm just
see,
made,
that's the way
yeah.
I cook. I don't cook
Hmm.
the fancy stuff. My brother does all that in California. I guess it's a California thing, or I don't know. But it's because my grandmother raised me and it's her recipes and
Yeah,
it's what
yummy.
you have in the house. It's not
Hmm.
you go out and buy all this crazy stuff that you have to go to 10 different stores to try and find. No.
Right. You got to have your avocados and your herbs and your citrus. For a true California, right? That's it. Yeah, I my husband's a meat and potatoes guy, and I don't eat poultry,
So
swine, or
am I.
bovine anymore, and I haven't for like 3 years. But I used to cook it all for the preschoolers, and I can still cook a mean T-bone and all that. I just don't miss it. I eat a lot of seafood and beans, and not a lot of that soy meat stuff, but once in a while I have some, but I mostly eat a lot of seafood. I'm on the Pacific West Coast.
Yep.
Everything that is here,
Yep.
so it's fine. But
Well,
stuffed manicotti, stuffed chops. You work like a dog in the kitchen. Chicken cordon bleu. Well,
yeah.
wow, aren't you fancy? So lucky wife, chicken breast with broccoli and cheese, all sorts of stuff. Yeah, food. Why not? In this last couple of years, I would think a lot of people got into cooking, but really they just got into DoorDash. What? I love cooking, but I got sick of it for a while. You love to cook,
I
Red
have
Pill.
always cooked.
I took a
It's
little break. Yeah. You still
during
cook
the
all
winter.
the time? Well, turn on your
Um,
camera when you're cooking dinner, Bonnie. Just turn it on
I
when you're
don't
making dinner.
I don't cook as much now
No.
because with the girls working nights, they're not here to eat. So it's just me and the little one. And usually she loves the heck out of grilled cheese sandwiches. And
Mm,
so, and she loves peaches, apples, oranges, anything like that. So it's usually a grilled cheese with, and she loves tomatoes. And we were picking tomatoes off the vine. We just got the last tomatoes off
yeah.
the vine last month, and
Nice. I still
she
got a
was
few. They're about dead. You can, I don't know if you can see them over there on the ground. Oh, you can't see nothing. See them over there? They're about dead,
yeah,
but they're still tomatoes. But those dang peppers I grew, man, they give us heartburn every time we have them. Like, shoot, I
yeah.
don't think I can eat these anymore. These red ones, they're super pretty though. They're called Mad Hatters. They're really funny shaped. And this plant has been here for like 3 years. I planted
Mhm.
it once and it just stays in this greenhouse. A bacon wrapped meatloaf I have made too. That's a good one. Soups and stews,
Yeah,
that would be a good one to start on. I want to show off how quick and easy it is to use a bread maker because I've never bought a brand new bread maker, but I just go to the thrift store all the time because it's one of those things that
yeah,
they buy all the time and you can get it with the manual in it. It was like used once or twice. Now I've thrown quite a few away. I've had some that were well used. I had someone gave me a really high end one. It had two dough hooks, but I need a new pan and dough hooks for it. It's one of those Dash. I forget the brand. It's a Japanese brand. They make a big rice cooker too, Zoshushi or something like that. But
see, I don't have
man,
room for all those appliances, so I've
oh
never
yeah,
used a bread maker. If I make bread, it's just like it's
by
supposed to
hand.
be. Make bread.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, don't poo poo the bread maker. Don't poo poo the
Sorry.
bread maker, okay?
See,
It's, some of
Jody's
us
like
only have
me. There's
5 minutes, and we have room for the
yeah,
appliance. It's fine. It's a fair trade, because it is a big. I've got four of them here. Two of them are dead. Maybe I threw them away, um, but man, 5 minutes. It takes 5 minutes to put everything in it.
really.
Yes, if
Mm,
that. I will do it one day. I will do it from where I'll even have to scavenge for my ingredients because they're not like right there. Like when Rachel Ray opens her cabinet and everything is right there in the front. It's not like that
right.
for me. Like down the hall over here and over there and that bottom and up in here, which you think I would have
That's because she has a staff that does that for her.
well, yeah, we all want to help her, but,
Right.
uh,
I'll be right back.
but okay. But yeah, it
But I
only
do
takes
have an I have an Instapot. So
yeah,
during the
those are
winter,
good.
when we ever have winter,
Yeah,
um, one pot wonders. Those are my favorite. You just throw everything in
definitely.
there and turn that
Yeah.
on, and so you smell that all day long. And the girls come in and they're just like, "Oh,
Oh yeah,
I'm
easiest
home."
easiest one pot wonder if you got chicken legs or thighs around or something bone in is better than breasts, boneless, but you just
Yeah,
take chicken and I think it's 420. Is it? No, it's 375. Chicken, peas, and potatoes. Okay. My girlfriend taught me this years ago, and it's so easy. And you just put everything in but the potatoes. But the peas, right? To the last few minutes.
right.
And you have the chicken cook over the potatoes and garlic and whatever, and you season it up with thyme. And I've made a gravy from it too, a nice white like biscuits and gravy. That'd be a good one to teach people how to make because that is so. I know you know how to make that gravy, don't you, Bonnie? That
Yes.
biscuits and gravy. I mean, you probably could whip my ass in the kitchen with the Southern food, I'm sure. But I do know, and I am
No,
in
I
California, but
wouldn't
I
say that.
well, probably because I'm in California. So, but no, I grew up in Chicago. Lots of good food in the Midwest. Lots of good food in Chicago. Um,
Yes, and that's it.
Very good.
Because that's what I'm saying with the community. If everybody did that, because we are all from
Mhm.
somewhere different. I do Southern cooking. That's
Right.
pretty much what it is. How many people know what porcupine balls are?
Shit, not me. What's a
And
porcupine ball, Bonnie? Do tell.
they are so damn good. Oh my
What's it made
god.
of? Is it a protein or is it popcorn?
It's hamburger meat.
It's a porcupine ball. What's in it? Is it like a cowboy one with a foil? Did you put it in foil?
No,
No.
it's
What is
it's gonna sound really gross, okay? But you take
I bet it's the bomb.
you put your hamburger meat in there. It's usually about because they eat the crud out of it. I use about 2 pounds of hamburger meat.
Okay.
Put it in my gigantic metal bowl. Dice up an onion, chunk it in there. A lot of salt, pepper, a lot of garlic, and then you pour in some rice. And I do not know how to tell you how to measure any of this.
Is it
And
cooked
then
rice or not?
no, no,
Okay.
it's raw
Raw
rice because
rice.
that's what absorbs the meat fat. And
Uh,
then, or the meat fat cooks it. And
right.
then you pour milk in it until
What?
it's like
What?
milk. Yeah,
Wow.
until it's
Okay.
floppy. I don't even know how to explain it. And then
So it's a
you
gross,
pour
disgusting looking monster. Look, it looks like a
I
crime
know
scene.
it. I know it sounds horrible. Hey,
Yeah.
Joseph. And so then you make it kind of into balls in the baking pan, and then you get cream of mushroom soup, and you spoon it where it
Butter, butter.
is like about an inch layer on top of each of those balls, and you
No.
bake it at 350 for
Excuse me.
probably about an hour.
Bless. Wow.
And I know you're sitting there thinking, and you
No,
put mashed
it's
potatoes
different.
and green beans with bouillon with that, and oh my god, it is to die for. I'm serious.
Porcupine ball.
Well, that'll
Well,
be the
yeah, it's
first
a
thing I'll
meatball.
cook then.
Yeah, that's a meatball. It counts as a meatball. One of the recipes Rachel Ray has, I
Hey,
would
Joseph.
make is hi Joseph. Um, what's it called again? Florentine meatballs, and she always and it was her main recipe was with turkey, ground turkey, and then you take
Uh-huh.
frozen spinach and you put that in and you put milk in those too and some parmesan cheese and you'd make them they were called bucatini or something like that and they were big she'd make a big meatballs and then I would make
Mhm.
like an alfredo sauce with it. Oh man, the kids loved those too. They didn't even care about the spinach in it. They ate that spinach up, and it was one of those you needed frozen spinach because the fresh
Yes.
didn't work. It's like meatballs are fun. Those are good. We could do meatballs a bunch of different ways. You could do it. We could set the trend in the morning for one do the recipe, and then other people be like, you know what, I got a good recipe for meatballs too, and then they could do a thing on meatballs and just share it. Maybe they're
Yeah.
making it that night. I mean, it's again a lot of times those simple things where we want to help our community are just things we're already doing. People like to
Right.
be like they're in the kitchen with you. They like that.
Yeah.
I always like that. Some of those teachers
It
were
makes
they
it
were
more personal,
yeah,
I
like
some
can.
they're
were
right
really
there
good.
visiting.
I've been making appetizers. That's
Ooh,
my.
tapas. We call those tapas in California.
You call them what?
I think tapas, tapas,
Tapas. Oh.
tapas. I don't even know. I've never been to a tapas. Tapas, tapas. They're like small plates, and people go into restaurants and pay a lot more for small plates. Well, I don't do it, but it's like appetizers all day, and I like that idea.
Yeah.
Why not? Why not have lots of
I have
different
I have one I make with sweet potatoes.
nice. What is it? What do you do with it?
Sweet potatoes wrapped in prosciutto
Oh, wait, are
with
they raw when you wrap them?
no, yeah, it's raw, you bake it, but you put a sauce on it
Hmm.
and oh
Oh, that reminds me. You know, one of the best things you put guys have probably had these, but asparagus wrapped with prosciutto. Oh, that's a bomb. Good little snacky right there. Little protein, little keto heads, little Atkins people right there, man. I know all the diets. I've done South Beach, Curves, Atkins, which was like that too. What else did I do? Weight Watchers. I did lose 50 pounds on Weight Watchers. I was much heavier before that. That was a good program. It's just really about you being mindful about what you're eating and help you focus on
Yes.
eating healthy, which was good. I needed that. Um, am I getting a cold? I'm just a rundown. I think my husband and I have been coughing for 2 days. And you know what's weird? Somebody posted, I'll show you this picture in Ferndale in Humboldt County yesterday, a picture of the sky, and it was a big old cube. Big cube.
No, Lisa, I think it's just my allergies right now.
Oh, you're getting a
Wow.
cold, Vinda? I'm sorry. I thought you were asking me. I'm sorry.
No,
How
no,
rude.
it's I think it's just my allergies. I've been
Yeah, we
stirring
have
the mess up
allergies.
in the house lately. Dog hair,
Cedar
neck, and
fever
crap.
is a thing. It's for real. You would think the guys would be coming running since we're talking about all this good food, but they
They're like,
aren't.
if you aren't putting a plate of food in me, and. What's Jeff Foxworthy? I want a beer and see something naked. Isn't that his thing? I want a beer
Yeah.
and something naked. They don't stick around unless it's like food or something naked.
Yeah.
Um,
Food or boobs.
right there it is. That would be it.
No, they're not all that way.
No, no, we never stereotype like that. But some of them, some of them. Oh, here it is. Okay. So
My
Ferndale's a cow
cousin over
town.
here just keeps on adding stuff on and making it sound so good.
Mhm.
Let's see. Can you see it?
Oh, wow.
Oh, wow.
Does that look like a cue to you or
Yes, it
what?
does.
Wait, wait. I'm gonna enlarge you. I'm gonna enlarge you.
I mean,
There we go.
I'm not a cue head much, but let's see, where is it? I could put it up on my I don't know why that made it harder. Oh, there we go.
I know. I don't.
I don't know what
Well,
happened
what
there.
did I just
Maybe it's
do?
me. No, I think my phone just died. Oh no, it's not dead.
But I could see it.
Yeah. I don't know why when it oh there we go. Let me get that stuff out of
And now you turned it.
Ah! Technology is not my friend.
Here is D.
Yeah, here I am. Oh, here's a good one for you. It says Gemini, you talking to me after you yelled at me.
Mm.
See that brick wall there? See that brick wall? Okay, I'll put it up one more time since you got me enlarged. It's right down here. Oh, I want to show you another one. This was in Humboldt County back in the day. That was filmed here in the Redwood Forest. Return of the
Wow.
Oh,
Jedi.
wow.
Yeah. There was quite a few movies here. The Lost what was the Lost dinosaur movie called? Lost something. Okay, here we go. Here it is. Right up there.
Yep.
Awesome.
Yeah, it's pretty wild, huh?
Yep.
And then, oh, check it out. In the comments, somebody else put that was happening. Did they say all over the nation, or they posted another picture? Of course, someone said trails, but
Hmm.
no, it's. I mean, that's. Okay, here's another one. So you can see all flights in real time, including the ones flying circles. Oh, they put Flight Trader on there. So that's just a circle one. I don't think that's another Q one. But in those comments, it might be. Some people were saying that was happening all over. So Ferndale is a cow town. Ferndale is a real conservative town here. Ferndale and Fortuna. I lived in Fortuna for a couple years. Um, It's funny because that was back in more of my liberal hippie days.
Yep.
And that they were very loving to me. And it actually, I was saved at a church there when I was going there with my girlfriend. And I mean, they didn't trip, they did not trip at all. They still loved on me. And anyway, but that town's full of loggers and fishermen, and Ferndale's dairy farm town. And what else they do? It's a lot of dairy farms. So for them to be getting a queue above it, it's kind of weird.
Right.
Somebody's just being funny, probably. It's probably, although we did get National Guard here on Monday. And there's a channel that I found and I follow, and they're really a loser channel. They have no subscribers. Nobody wants to even admit that they subscribe to them. They're called, they're called Humble Freelance Reporting, and they're just like the college little minions. And they were out at this site, and I've been out there before at a protest and trying to give information with my friends of, it was when they first started setting up, and they said, "Oh, the National Guard's here to help with Omicron." And you're just like, yeah. And every day in the paper, it's like, "Oh, hospital cases 78 tested." It's all about the thing up the nose. And every article and everything here, they're not stopping, they're not letting up. But I'll tell you what, the public health officer stepped down yesterday in Humboldt County, and there are two board of supervisors that are not rerunning for election. There is a Arcata mayor who's under investigation. There's there's a university police officer stepping down, all in the last 3 days. I didn't even see the news today. That was all Friday, Monday, Tuesday. So
Wow.
things are happening here. And the National Guard being here is kind of like, oh shit, which way is this gonna go? I want to
Yeah.
believe it's gonna go in a good way for us, and I'm glad to see some things happening, like the public health officer stepping down. That's a damn good sign. But another one has stepped down before, and sometimes people say that a lot of this misinformation and false plan and hope is just reappointing different positions. Oh, the CEO stepped down. Oh, yay, good. We all say, oh,
Aw.
yay, good. And then,
Good
but
night,
then,
Jody.
Jody.
and then you go see who's in it. Bye, Jody. Meat and rice. Oh yeah, meat and rice. Like Phil. What's his name? Duck Dynasty guy. He did a little ditty my husband liked where he said, "You always can share rice. There's always enough rice." Did like
Right.
a little, and it's true. I mean, when I have a big crowd, yeah, I like to have those things that are people can have a lot of. It's not too expensive. It's not going to break your bank. Pizza's a great
Yeah.
one. That's the one I could share. But I think I'm sworn to secrecy. I can't share my family recipe with you guys of the
Mhm.
sauce. I can share you how to make a pizza. But I cannot give you our secret family recipe. I have a
When I
cousin in,
was, like,
yeah, go.
go ahead.
I was just gonna say I have a cousin in North Carolina who's got a couple food trucks and a restaurant called Only Burger.
Hmm.
That's
Hey,
all.
Chuck.
Hey, Chuck.
Hi, Chuck C. What was you gonna say, Bonnie? When you was a little
When I
girl?
was a Girl Scout leader,
Hmm.
um, and we went on a trip, and I probably said it before. Um, I just we used hamburger buns and had all the pizza toppings and let the girls
Mm.
each make their bun however they wanted with whatever they wanted on it. Stuck it in the oven. Everybody was happy. Then we went out to the barbecue pit and lit it and made s'mores and
Yeah,
fun
pizza with
times. I
bread is
so miss
killing.
being a Girl Scout leader. I
Yeah,
did
my
that for
husband he did the program, he did the
15,
thing.
20 years.
Yeah, it's fun.
My
Did
It
you guys
husband
have
is.
was
a
a
good?
scout leader, or is a scout leader.
Oh yeah,
Yep,
do you guys have a good
that's awesome.
campground?
Oh yeah, we're in the
Nice.
bush.
Yeah, are ya?
How
We're
big?
surrounded by bush and water.
Nice.
We got
Oh
water
yeah.
on one
How
side
big
and
is
bush
his
on the
troop?
other.
How big is
Oh,
his troop, Dorinda?
Pardon?
How big is his troop?
Uh, Last year they had four. This year, so
Okay.
far, they have none. But this year, he's only got one shot, so he can't be a leader because they're being dickheads.
See, well,
I'm
I don't know
sorry.
about before all that started, but um,
Wow.
I started out with 32 girls, and most of them stayed till they graduated high school.
Yep.
Um, but then uh, it kept getting fewer and fewer that
Mhm.
new ones weren't joining. And
Yep.
so I started asking, I was like, what's going on here? If somebody else wants to take my place as leader, if it's because of course you automatically think it's you. And they said the girls, it's just not cool anymore. It's not
Mhm.
like they were made fun of if they were Girl Scouts. And I said,
Mhm.
that is so ridiculous and so sad at the same time because look at the skills that those girls are missing out on that they're probably going to need.
Mm-hmm.
I did not care for Girl Scouts. I wanted to be with the Boy Scouts. I wanted to be with the Boy Scouts. We did sewing and domestic stuff that, and I know all troops aren't like that. Some of the girl, my daughter was in adventurers. So after 14, she got to go, she went to a lot of the stuff with the adventurers program where they let girls in when
Yeah.
they're 14.
Yep.
And so she got to go to family camp and stuff like that. But I thought Lisa was coming up here. I got to go make dinner and all that talk about food. I'm starving. I haven't had a decent meal all day. English muffin
Go
pizzas.
ahead.
Yeah, I used to make English muffin pizzas for my kids. You got to pre-cook those English muffins. You don't get away with slapping it all on first and then trying to cook that up. That's nasty. Okay, that's Don't be lazy. Don't be lazy. My boss told me, yeah, and don't ever go buying somebody she caught one of the cooks bought pre-made pancakes, frozen pancakes. I was like, I would never. I mean, no offense, any mom, but like waffles, yeah, pancakes. I mean, how hard is it to add some water and some, you know, crusty baking
That's
mixer?
Joseph.
It's pretty pathetic,
With my
but I get it. I get it. It
with my
actually looks.
background, it looks like the windows are yours.
Oh yeah, it's so inviting. I like your stream, Bonnie. So how are you working it with
Thank
Gigi? You
you.
guys are
Bunch of
going off
women
about
our age, half the
oh,
time more
you're over
women than
there.
guys on here.
Oh, you let
Hey,
this guy
y'all.
on the stream?
Hey, Chuck.
Looks like
Chuck, that ain't you in the peephole.
No, that's
in the peephole.
I forget the guy's name that was doing all the reports and stuff.
Oh, for Chuck and Devil Dog. Oh, Durham. Is it Durham?
Yeah, it's Durham through your peephole.
Ooh. Ooh. Okay. Well, he can go looking through Humboldt's peephole, please. Please
Rick
go
Dillon, I don't
down.
understand.
What?
Sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt you, G.
Oh,
I
no, you
apologize.
didn't, honey. Mm-mm.
Uh,
I ramble so much, you'd have to interrupt. You'd have to.
We love you, D.
no.
Oh, thanks. I love you girls too. Me and Miss Blue Moon are going to be doing an evening stream. She's going to be setting up a channel over there in her side of the world because I'm really, every time I try to do a stream at night, if I'm not just doing my, uh, like, informative news thing or whatever I do in the day, I can keep that going. But I go start to do a chat room night host thing. Man, every time they're like, So I told Miss Bloom,
Really?
you could set up an email, you set up a channel, and we're gonna rock and roll. And her and I are gonna be picking up our ideas of the charity things we had got started, and I think they're gonna still keep going, um, over there on Travis's show, but he's kind of going in a different direction right now. Some of you may have noticed or not.
Yes.
And so Miss Blue Moon and I are just going to try to remain the classy ones, and we're here, you know, um, and we really do want to keep the charity and the communities thing going. And I have a really good handle on what we want
Yes.
to do, and I'd like to see it on my website, her her cause, right, for her GoFundMe and things, and anybody else that reaches out in that way. And I know Mike's always wanted to have a Patriot page, so there's lots of different things we can do. And sometimes
Right.
people just take a different shift. Sometimes people just take a different road. And so I'm really used to it by now. I've seen it many, 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 many times in the last 2 years. And it's never easy to have to take a shift when you thought you were rolling in a direction. But I know that the direction's it's still there. It's still positive. And Miss Blue Moon and I are going to, for sure, not giving up on all that. So, but, things are just changing. They just change sometimes. There's Chuck. And with a beard. Look at that beard, dude. Is that real? I want to see that in real life. He's
Well,
like,
he kind of got rid of it right now.
he's in the
Got rid
red
of the
room.
hair.
Oh, look at that. That's a good beard, sir.
Yeah.
That is a good dang beard right there. You know, probably could use some oils in it, some coconut oil.
Yeah, I just got through eating
That
and rubbed a paper towel in it. So
looks rough. Like, man, if my husband kissed me with that beard, of course, it's worse when it's like stubble. Ooh, that's
Yeah.
nasty. That really hurts. Thank you, Joseph. You think I'm cute? Well, I
yeah, I
try.
haven't talked to you since you were at a school or something talking at one time.
What?
I haven't talked to you since you were at a school or something talking to people, and you had me on there talking with them or something. I can't even remember
Oh
what it
yeah,
was about.
one of those rallies. I see you around. You're not doing the nightlife as much, huh?
No, too
No.
disappointed at some of them, so I quit going.
No, I hear that. I hear that.
T Dog, be nice.
I called Chuck sir. Yeah,
He's
because
just,
I'm nice.
he's such a joker.
I call you sir too. Chuck,
He's
you
Mister.
was in the military, wasn't you?
No, they wouldn't
Oh,
take me.
okay,
My
that's
bad
fine.
back.
Dog gives you shit. Okay. That's why. Okay, so when does Gigi do her show, Bonnie? What did you guys work out? You're doing not at the
Yes,
same time, right? Okay.
we
Are you
swap
during
off. See, that's
She
what
does
happened when
Wednesday,
Gigi
Thursday, Friday, I think.
when
Gigi
Gigi
is?
um we were always over there.
Yeah.
Well, then she started not being on more and more often. And so I was like, okay, so what if I do a backup for when you're not there? And
Yeah.
so that's how it started. And I have no clue what I'm doing. She sat
You're
there for
doing yeah.
she sat there for 2 hours with me one day teaching me how to do StreamYard and even get it going.
Mhm.
And it's I'm getting it, but um I just wanted like like if we were actually at a campfire sitting around just BSing,
Mhm.
whatever, and anybody welcome. And
Nice.
um it's worked out really good.
Mhm.
Uh
It's nice when it's small.
yeah,
I do like the smaller channels. I really do.
I do too. And yeah, that's uh and the men, they have their place and we have our place. And
Mhm.
um so I understand. You think of it like in the castle. There's
Mm-hmm.
all the men sitting there around the table with their BSing and we're gonna
Mm-hmm.
do this and we're gonna do that. And here's all the women cooking or sewing or gossiping or whatever. And but actually here I have a mixture of both. It's I
Mm-hmm.
mean there's men, women. I really like the people who come over here. Had a
Yeah,
had
I
a
like in
couple
that
of surprises that I was not real crazy
trolls,
about, but
trolls, troll life.
um,
Oh, I know about them trolls. They
so
love my sound bits.
kind of had a little hiccup there for a minute, but we're
Yeah,
back. We're back to normal now. It's all good.
yeah.
Red Pillin, you made a comment earlier about a stroke and a turn judge, and I didn't understand what you meant. That's why I said the comment. There you go. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
Thank you, Joseph.
Yeah, I thought there was something I was going to
Victor,
say. I can't remember.
how you
Hello,
doing,
Victor.
Victor?
Oh, I know what it is. You know how you were saying the men at the table. I like when the men get that room on where it's like you, it's the brandy and smoking room on the Titanic.
Yeah,
It's
there
like,
you
oh, I'm in the brandy and smoking room. Let me go find the bad boys because I don't want to hang out with these elitists. Where's the bad boys, please? Where I love that scene when Leo says, "Now you want to go to a real party?" And then it's all Irish music. Yeah. Yep, yep, yep.
yeah.
All right. Well, I'm gonna let Chuck yak your ears off for a while, ladies. I may come back and say hey, but I like your channel. I just wanted to say hi to you both,
Thank
and
you.
Thank you
yeah,
so much.
yeah. I'm glad you got yourself a channel, Bonnie. It's super cool. I'm super proud of you. I know it's not easy.
Thank
I
you.
know it's hard.
No,
And
it's
if
not.
you get shot down, don't, hope you got a backup already. Hope you got a channel too already.
No, I
Hey, Vic.
need to do
You got
that,
Chuck on here and you
but
ain't got a channel two yet? Oh, honey.
Chuck
Love
is a
you, Chuck.
sweetheart.
I'm just
He's
teasing
one of
you.
Do what?
our our men are pretty respectful here.
Yes. Shane makes
We
sure
have
of it.
good ones.
Captain Finger keep him
Yeah,
in line, that's for sure.
yeah. I don't know
You
where
know he's
he's hiding
watching. I
it.
know you're watching, Shane. I could feel you. I know you're watching. I love you too, buddy. All right, I might see you guys later. Love y'all. Bye.
Pop in
Bye.
anytime. Bye
Bye,
bye.
Dee. Anna Marie Kimball. I drink Laker Ice beer, which is 5.5% alcohol, and it's cheap.
Hi, Anna Marie.
And hello, Anna Marie. Sorry about that.
So what's up, Chuck?
Nada. What's up with y'all?
We've been just chatting about everything you can think of. Of course, we went through the food.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, I seen earlier that y'all something that Gigi had her show tonight. I figured y'all be over there, and I just happened to click on YouTube, and it popped up top row.
It popped up what?
On the top row. You know how you
Mine?
go to the YouTube page and it shows all the different.
Yeah. Gigi was supposed to go on tonight, but something came up that she wasn't able to, so she let me know last minute. No, she gave me a little bit of time. So I
Yeah,
said, okay.
She kind of slow about it. I used to be told all the time I'd be late to my own funeral.
Aw, Joseph, thank you. Oh, I
Yes,
always say
Joseph,
that.
I agree.
My mother says that one about me, that I'll be late for my own funeral, but I'm late everywhere. So I have to convince my brain that it's a hour, 30 minutes or an hour ahead of whatever time it really is to get there on time.
YouTube don't help me with everything being. That's why I looked and it was there, and it was like, okay. And then I looked, yeah, you've been on a little over an hour, so that's about right for it to show me something an hour late.
Oh, wow.
Well, we love you anyway, Chuck.
At least it's persistent,
Yeah.
huh? Love y'all too.
Yes, we've missed you, Chuck.
Yes, we have.
Bro, go talk to them, man. I'll let you go.
All right, I'll holler back at you in a bit.
All right, man. Be good.
All right, bye. I told a friend of mine to come here, and he's like, "Yeah, he give up Facebook and YouTube. He don't want nothing to do with it."
Yeah. A lot of people are doing that. I still have my Facebook.
I have it
Here
in
I
my
am on
all
YouTube.
the time, but in the background, like now, something flashing, somebody messaged me.
Yeah.
He'll call me, and we'll be on the damn phone sometimes for 3 or 4 hours. I just
Oh,
set the
wow.
phone down. Had the phone set and forgot it at the house. Left and went to the store to get something. Try to figure out where my phone's at, and I left it on the counter because I was getting ready to cook something, and he was on the phone,
That.
and he's still there.
Probably still yapping 900 miles a minute, too, right?
Yeah, he's around our age, and he gets into gaming and stuff. And I know a lot of people that's 50 something that mess with games. It's weird. I do it too, but I guess when you're stuck in the house and can't do, well, I'm not really stuck in the house, but can't work
You
in
know
it.
what? Right. And when I got on disability, it's funny because Gigi and I were talking about this the other day. Have you ever heard of Pogo?
I think I have.
It's a gaming site. And that's when I got on disability, I bought a computer, and that's my best friend. And well, she's close to Branson. She's the one who told me about Pogo when she said, get on it. It's only so much a year. And so I started playing games in there and all the time.
You can get lost in them. He messed with some kind of games or something to do with space. I got one I play on here a lot. It's Fallout 76. It's like 70 years after a nuclear holocaust kind of thing.
Huh.
Huh.
Anna Marie, go put your leg and your foot on your toilet, and it will take the Charlie horse out, or the bathtub, or whatever. It will take your Charlie horse out.
Go get you a teaspoon of mustard. Start doing that every day. It'll stop them.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that one either.
Yeah,
A
it's
teaspoon of mustard.
teaspoon. Do it every day. An old Indian guy told me about that. He had issues where he had cramps in his stomach muscles all the time. They'd go to the doctor and they'd potassium and this, that. But mustard, I guess, got a lot of potassium, and I forget what the other the seasoning is that overseas Indians use, like from India, that it turns everything yellow when you cook with it. That's in mustard. It stops muscle cramps.
Oh, wow.
Pickle juice.
That too.
That's what I always use.
Weren't we talking about that last night?
A couple nights ago, I
Or
think.
A couple of nights ago. Okay.
yeah.
I remember now. See,
Yeah.
I remember.
Yep. There's been many a night I've gotten up in the middle of the night and hobble to the refrigerator and start drinking pickle juice till it stops, and then it's all good.
I've hobbled to the bathroom and stuck whatever sore on the toilet, and it pulls it right out.
On the toilet.
But yeah, you put your, if you've got it in like your calf, your foot, or your leg, whatever, you stick that
Yeah.
spot on the toilet, and the cold pulls it out.
Huh. I didn't know that. I can remember whenever I was pregnant, I got them so bad then. And I would stick my foot flat against the wall, just pushing as hard as I could. And I guess just doing that, it seemed to relieve it. I don't know why, but
Hey Shane, no, long time no see. And I didn't know about that either. Lemon water.
yeah. Shane, you gonna join us? Yep. Pickle juice for heartburn too. Pickle juice for everything. Apple cider vinegar for everything.
My boys were doing apple cider vinegar and cinnamon, cayenne, lemon juice, and something else they're putting in there, drinking it daily when they were working out. So it's good for your muscles, cramps. It's got a lot of stuff you need in it, and it cuts body fat.
Yes.
I tried it. It was the most disgusting thing I ever tasted.
Yeah.
Well, you can add a little honey or
Yeah, they
even
put that in.
sugar, whatever.
They put that in it too, and it to me is like, oh, it's sweet and nasty. My wife was doing olive oil, apple cider vinegar, and lemon juice. She'd do it like a double shot glass of it and do it every day. She quit doing it a while back. It's supposed to be good for your stomach.
Yeah.
And did it help her?
It did, and she quit doing it. She thought maybe that was what was tearing her up. But I think it's gluten getting to her. I think they changed something in a lot of things lately, and it's
Yeah.
either allergic to it or she's sensitive to it, one of the two. Because it seems like every time she eats bread, noodles, spaghetti, pizza, anything like that, most things, she can't get far from the bathroom.
That happened to me the last time I ate bread. So I know they changed it because I used to eat bread all the time. I'm on a really high protein, high carb diet because I got to gain weight. And last time I ate bread, it was not fun. I said, no more bread.
Well, they've
And
been
my
changing
daughter's that
they've been
way.
changing everything. So
Yeah. Laura, her face breaks out and everything. She gets really bad from it. She has a really bad reaction. Hey, Shane.
Everything white's bad for you, I've heard. Flour, rice, potatoes.
Well, I don't know about that.
Hello.
Hi,
hello,
how are
Shane.
you doing?
Good. How are
Good.
y'all?
Very good.
Good.
Still able to kick dirt. I guess that's a good thing.
I woke up on the right side of the dirt this morning, so I was pretty happy.
Yep.
Yeah.
I picked up from somebody the other day. It says I'm still tickling the grass instead of feeding it. So
Yep.
Dee was over here for a little bit, Shane.
Who?
Dee Humboldt. I,
Oh
I
yeah,
don't
I
know what
seen
she
her. I had you all on, but
yeah.
I was listening to something else because it was. I thought it was going to be better than that, but nothing happened. So
What'd you think about the Mike getting arrested thing that Zuma Fudgy put up?
I chuckled.
What? Never mind.
Everybody was in the chat was just bitching at him that day, yesterday, about that.
Yeah. Well, he's talking about the Will put out. CBC put out one today. Wasn't that what you was talking about, Chuck?
Yeah, he did
Oh,
it.
I
Did
don't
it
want
on purpose for clickbait. He said. And I was like, "Yeah, you asshole."
Yeah, I watched that. I chuckled, and I wasn't chuckling because it's funny. I chuckled because I thought these people cannot get us. We got free rent over there. We don't pay a lick of rent, but we use up all their time.
It just gets me that all these people like a bunch of old naggy, gossipy old women. Ain't nothing ever happened. They all just need to get laid.
Is that what it is? Hmm.
Well, Chuck, it was nice knowing you. One of us is going to die now.
What?
Well, it wasn't me tonight. I'm behaving.
I just said, is that what it is? What was bad about that?
Well, we just solved one of the problems in the world, Chuck. You did anyway.
The whole world will be a lot better off. You ever seen? I've never seen somebody be pissy right after they got some.
Give them a Snickers. There you go.
Yeah, that might help.
For a minute.
Oh, I've seen. Yeah, never mind.
A lot of them, they want to see a joke. All they need to do is go look in the mirror naked.
What I do every morning gets me pepping in my step. Got a good laugh going on.
Yep. Same here. Oh, these silly boys.
Yeah, I scared shit out of myself a while back. Got out of the shower and seen the mirror, seen myself. I thought it was some ugly fucker peeking in the window.
That's what I told my brother the other day. I said, I'm going to go see a man about a horse. Went to the back and come back and said, the son of a bitch lied to me again. It was a Shetland pony.
Damn, some reason this damn light in this room make me pale, looking like a fucking vampire.
I know, and I got one that does the same thing to me. Lisa, I don't know.
In
That's
my
a good
view,
question.
you look
That's
kind of
freaking
red.
Yeah, my wife, I put it on the other way earlier, and she said it looked like I was sunburned. Maybe that's what I'm seeing too much. That blinded the camera.
Swamp gas effects.
Yeah.
Said.
There you go.
You're fine. We worry too much about what we look like.
I don't care.
Haven't cared in 40 years.
I don't want to scare no babies, though.
Babies ought to be in bed by now.
Somebody's grandma or some mother be like pointing at their kid, you see that? You don't behave, he's going to come down the chimney next year.
Chuck.
As long as you got gifts, I don't care.
True.
Give him a cookie, he'll leave you alone.
Kids are so desensitized to anything anyway now. Nothing scares them. I think that was the plan. Joseph, are you asking me that question? Because I'm not going to answer it here.
Well, that's kind of narrow-minded of you.
What?
I'll be right back.
It's all good, Anna Marie.
Yep.
A lot of people have been having service problems today. Shane, did it get hot up there?
57.
Oh,
It was like 70 here earlier.
I wish it'd have been out here.
it got up to 78.
Well, I'd like that.
It told me it was going to be 58. It was 48 when I left to go to my mama's. So I'm got flannel shirt, the fuzzy boots, coat. And standing out there in that sun, there goes the coat, flannel shirt, sleeves go up because I didn't have anything under it. And it was 3 guys putting it together. Couldn't take off my
Ooh,
boots.
they got a
'cause
show,
it's
huh?
cold. Well, no, not really.
Oh,
Yeah,
It's
my
only
grandson got here
supposed
the other day. He was scared to come by me, and I'm like, "What's the matter? You scared I'm gonna whoop you or something?" He goes, "Yeah." I get on you because you're doing bad. I says, "Because I love you. I ain't gonna whoop you for nothing." And he run up and give me a hug. Okay, I love you too.
Aw.
Awesome. Gotta love hugs from kids.
See, I would ask him, okay, what'd you do that you think that you're in trouble for?
I was taking a hug first, though.
He's kind of slow, and he got one of those tablets for Christmas, and I guess they spent a bunch of money too getting a unbreakable cover thing for the front of it. It's like a Gorilla Glass, and then they got a special thing so he don't break it, and he ended up breaking it.
Oh, no.
I guess he turned it face down and found the corner of the table and smacked the center of the screen on it. And
See, my daughter got the 3-year-old one of those. It's a refurbished, so she didn't buy it new, thank goodness. But so the other granddaughter is talking about buying all the protection stuff for it. And I'm like, when you got to do that, they're not old enough for it. That was not a smart present.
he's slow and got a bad temper, and he used to throw it. And I guess they told him now that it's safe, that it's even got a unbreakable front on it, and he tested it. He's 7 years old and he's slow.
Yeah.
I guess between the cover, the case, and the tablet, they spent like $500 on just it.
Oh,
Holy
wow.
cow.
And he had it 5 days.
$3 and get insurance.
They got it. He got the screen for it. And
Now
everybody
all that stuff.
said it was good. That thing they got for it was good for one repair on it like that. I think I'd have got a hold of the Gorilla Glass people and the case people, because it was I can't remember the fancy phone cases. You know, everybody had to have the shell, and then you pulled the rubber thing around it.
OtterBox.
Yeah, OtterBox. It was an OtterBox, and It was like 150 bucks for it. Then the glass, Rhino glass, was another 70 bucks, I think it was.
Jeez.
Yeah, I think I'd have made them pay
Yeah.
for it. I'm sure they have some kind of guarantee.
I know OtterBox guarantees their cases. If it ever breaks or because if the phone breaks because of it, they replace both. And they didn't want to be that way because they know he did it on purpose. I'm like, to me, if
Got
they
more
say
money than I
something's
do.
bulletproof, it should be bulletproof.
I don't know. I never bought my kids any of that stuff. None of the games, none of the
Hell,
electronics.
13 years
We
ago, I
got
bought my 2-year-old, my youngest, I bought him a PS3 because he can
no.
get out.
I would get.
Sorry.
That's okay. I would get go karts and stuff that we could all have fun in. Jumping creeks and
Don't have none of that here. And when they're growing up, we lived in Shreveport most of the time. We had one place out in the country, and it ended up being one of these rent-to-own slumlord things that once I signed the contracts and stuff, everything was supposed to be covered. That was major if something happened, and wasn't there 2 weeks, and the well started acting up.
I don't know. Well, I was going to say you have train tracks, but that's a pretty busy one where you're at. Never mind.
Yeah, we moved here. I wish I'd have bought something way out in the middle of the woods. I thought it was
That's
peace and quiet here, and never caught the train till we first night here.
yeah. Well,
Now it's like, now my wife will be on the phone with somebody, and they're like, "What the hell was that?" She's like, "What? What'd you hear? You don't hear that?" She goes, "No." And it'd be the train, and we've gotten blind to it, I guess.
what's METE, Anna?
Doesn't that have something to do with Facebook
Meta,
and what Facebook's going to?
they already went to
I
call it
don't know.
Meta now.
Pardon?
They call it Meta now.
Yeah.
It's all linked together. You can do a Google search for something, go to eBay and look at something, and then you go back to Facebook and refresh, and things you were looking for on those two will be on Facebook advertising.
Mm-hmm.
Huh.
Yeah, I think that's spelled META though. But yeah,
Yep.
I know what she's saying. Yeah.
Yeah, that one too. That's a Georgia flag that's banned. That's the only reason I got it.
I know, and I can't find one anywhere because I would fly it.
My neighbor across the street, he's from Indiana. I think Indiana or Illinois or somewhere. But anyway, he had 3 flagpoles out there. One was the biggest actual rebel flag I've ever seen before. A Trump flag and a American flag. He had all 3 of them up there. And the rebel flag and the American flag, it damn near looked like something you see in front of a building because it was like twice the size of a regular flag.
And did he get in trouble for flying the flag? Or?
Had a lot of people say stuff about his Trump flag and his rebel flag, and he goes, "Well, when you pay my bills," he's 78 years old. Told him when they pay his bills that they can worry about what he puts in his yard. And they said, "We'll come down and take it down." He goes, "And they'll be shoveling you out of my yard."
Oh, thank you, Unspecified B. Didn't know that.
Yeah, they don't like it when you change their meaning. Y'all know
Well,
what the meaning of Meta is in Hebrew, don't you?
no.
Devil.
What? Really?
Like, and I think one of the angels was Meta something too, which it might be one of the fallen ones. So
So since y'all are all here, since y'all are all here, I have this picture that I was thinking about changing my horse picture to this picture. Okay, how do I do that? I haven't shared in a while.
and I don't think they even like each other because they can't even get along.
Should I put that instead of the horse picture?
Yellow Rose in Texas.
That's very pretty.
Yeah, I like it. Just watch, make sure when you make it big that it doesn't wash out.
Yeah.
You might have to try to, what do you call it, work on it as you make it bigger where it'll repair, correct itself. I can't remember what it's called now.
Well, I don't know. But since it's got the Texas flag and the yellow rose, because yellow roses are my favorite.
I like those and the little bitty white one.
I like yellow's probably one of my favorites.
Yeah.
I like it
What they
always
call
have.
candy roses or popcorn roses or whatever they call them, little bitty ones.
Yeah, popcorn. They may have called them candy for a while.
Yeah.
You like that, Anna? Okay.
Do what?
Aw, Joseph. I'm looking to see what they said.
Oh, yeah, red pilling. Yeah, it does. Which was supposed to be. That's more accurate of what you're saying, yes, than what I said, Red.
Like Muerte or whatever.
Muertes.
Mm. So we were talking about the cooking thing that we were talking about.
The what?
Sorry, I apologize.
What?
That was
And-
confusing as hell. So we're talking about the cooking thing that I was talking about.
Here comes your train, Bob.
Okay, we'll wait for the train.
Sound.
Damn, that's so much loud too, and the windows are shut.
That's a beautiful sound, Chuck.
Yeah, it don't bother me, but most people are like, how in the hell can you deal with that?
I grew up in a small town in northern Ontario, and all we heard was train, and it was beautiful.
All I hear here is sirens and music I can't understand.
Makes you want to go eat Mexican food.
Always. Hey, there's some good cooks around here too, though.
Yeah, the guy that runs the ice cream truck around here for Christmas, he was playing Mexican Christmas music. All the kids around here started calling him the Taco Bell truck.
Yeah, we got one of those across the highway.
He's a cool old man, but I guess he played that music because he goes over there and they got an area where they call Little Mexico, and it's,
Yeah.
I guess from what they say, majority of the people there, they call it that 'cause you go there and holler La Migra and they'll run in the house.
Yeah, we call Perryton, Texas, Little Juarez because that's mostly what's there. That's just south of us.
They don't bother me. I just wish they'd come through the door instead of through the window.
There was something. What was it? It was the safest city in Texas. And it's up there close to the Oklahoma border, above Dallas.
Like
Which
Perry,
But
like that.
Wichita Falls,
it
Texas.
starts with no. It starts with an F. Did
Fritz?
I say it? What'd you say?
Fritz, where Ron White was supposedly
No.
lived. Fritz, Texas.
I don't think that was. Is there a Fresno?
Shit, don't give me the line.
Oh
It's
man,
pretty close
where
up
did
here.
Where'd I save it?
Follette, Texas is right there on the state line.
It's a little further south, I think. Not quite on the line. I know where I saved it. There's my maps. No, I don't think it was in there.
There's your hailstone.
Wow, that's a big one.
Oh,
Yeah, we call them time released water droplets.
I looked at some pictures somebody sent me. I can't remember where that was at. It was somewhere between me and you, Shane. I can't remember if it was Texas or Oklahoma border, but it was after one of them big tornadoes come through.
Boy, that had to been somewhere probably just down in Texas. I don't think I've seen. I know we've had some about the size of a baseball, but that damn thing's coconut.
Yeah, coconut or cantaloupe damn near it.
Yep.
where they're saying Plano. That
There's
was not
there's
what
a
it was the
Frisco.
other day.
Unspecified says Frisco. Was it north of Dallas or was it up towards the Panhandle? Do you remember, Vaughn?
It was north of Dallas.
It was north of Dallas. So it was right along there. Okay. You're going to get out of my league. I don't know a lot of the towns there.
Yeah, it was like right between Dallas and the border.
Number one is Hutto, Hutto, and number two is Full Shear. Is that it?
That's Hutto. Hutto's about 100 miles from me. We played them in football.
I don't know. I've never heard of Full Shear. And number 6 is Fate. It goes Hutto,
Same.
Full Shear Trophy Club, Colleyville, Murphy, Fate, Roma, Manville, Highland Village, and Keller. That's 10th.
Huh. None of those are mine. I don't tell you something. It's gotten so bad here. People's cars are getting broke into, their storage sheds, everything.
Frisco is 49th.
Huh. Well, somebody lied. Because that's when I was researching all that stuff the other day.
That's just somebody
But
trying to get you to move there.
probably. We need some more population.
Full Shear is over by Katy, the other side of Houston. It's
Heck no. I
you
wouldn't
think,
live anywhere down there.
I guess if they're comparing it to Houston, though, should anything it'd be safe.
But have you noticed every time it rains, when it rains here, it all runs down there. If we flood here, it runs to Houston.
That's the way the rivers
Wow.
run and stuff.
I don't know. It just,
When it
I
rains
wouldn't
here,
live anywhere
they
near.
don't run anywhere.
It goes into the ground.
Oh yeah, ground's like a sponge.
Ex-son-in-law, he lived over by it wasn't Houston, it was up above it. I'm trying to remember I want to call it Salt Flats, but I don't think that's it. Sour Lake. You ever heard of it? It was nice there, and they said it was peaceful, but the only thing they had in the whole town was a bank and a Brookshire's.
Yeah.
That was their Brookshire's was their gas station, liquor store, and
I used to go back roading through Texas, like Lake Whitney and Richland Chambers, and we stayed at Richland Chambers a couple of times. Where they have the bass tournaments. Have you ever been there, Chuck?
I've heard of it. I've never been.
By Corsicana. It's a dry county. I didn't know we had any of those left.
Oh yeah, we got a couple just south of us. One of them just turned wet.
Really?
Yeah. Most of them up
It
in this
sure
area are.
is here.
I know Lubbock was dry county too. You had to go out state line to Buffalo Lake to buy booze. At one time, it may have turned wet.
Huh. Didn't know that. We've always had bars here. There's no problem with alcohol around here.
Well, what's funny is you could go into a bar and drink beer, but you couldn't buy any to go. You had to go out to the county line. That's what was weird
Huh.
about Lubbock.
Yeah.
It was only on-premise license. There was no off-premise license to sell it to go.
Hmm. Wonder who decides that. I guess it's the county
The
seat
county.
or
Yeah, the county
Yeah.
does. And they do
I'm,
that.
I'm gonna jump to the back room for a minute. I'm gonna use the bathroom. My stomach's getting messed up for some reason.
Okay, Chuck.
okay. Chuck.
I may be back.
All right.
I think it was due to they wanted you to go to a bar and get drunk so they could get money off a DUI. If you went and bought beer, you'd go home and not get a DUI.
Right.
But there for the longest time in Texas, you could drive even with open container as long as you weren't drunk. That was the good old
Yeah.
days.
Yeah.
I remember those days.
Yeah.
My grandmother was drinking. I don't know what the hell she was drinking. I wasn't there. But she drove up the church steps and right into the Catholic Church.
Oh my goodness.
She got
Except on Sunday, we had this little party the night before, and we were still awake, and the sun came up, and so we all took a road trip to Canyon Lake and to get breakfast. And we were at the park and had the ice chest from the night before, and the driver of the truck got arrested because they were still drinking beer, and it was a Sunday morning. It was before noon. You can't drink beer before noon in public. Isn't that crazy?
Good night, Specified B.
Yeah, it's a
Wow.
little unheard of.
That's kind of bizarre.
Yep. So I had to drive because I hadn't been drinking.
In a couple hours.
It was more than a couple. And I
That-
ate. I was good.
Have to go pee. I'll be back.
Okay. I never liked beer though. I didn't drink beer.
Well, I liked it all. That was my problem, but I tried to stick with beer.
I think you want to know what stopped me from beer? This is gonna make y'all throw up.
Waiting.
We were all at our hangout was by the river, bonfire. That's where everybody went. And so we were standing there, and this guy handed me his beer bottle, and he said, "Chunk this in the back of the truck." And I said, "No, there's still another swallow left." And I drank it. Oh. He was a dipper. It wasn't beer.
Yeah, that or a cigarette butt. Either one will get you.
Yeah. I was green for a couple of days.
Well, I bet.
Yeah.
You got to drink a lot of beer to get that taste out of your mouth.
I know, Joseph. That's what I was saying.
Sound like you was a little alcoholic back in the day. Didn't want to waste a swaller.
Why do you think I had to quit? 35 years.
Yep.
Bonnie's farm. I grew up in the city till I was 14.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, Joseph. Age didn't matter around here much either.
No, hell, I was walking into Love's buying beer at 19. You had to be 21. I was walking in buying it. And then when I turned 30 years old, I couldn't go anywhere without getting carded.
Mm-hmm.
That's my mother was taking me to bars. Gosh, I was probably 13. And when they would fix her drink, they'd ask me what I wanted. And I was like, Sprite.
You know what was funny is when we moved to Iowa, as long as you was with a parent or a grandparent and they ordered your drink, you could drink.
You can still do that here.
Yeah, see, Oklahoma was like that for a while, but I think they even cracked down on that now. But like at your house,
Well,
by law here in Oklahoma, it's real iffy. As long as there's not extras here and
Yes.
let's say you're sitting there with your son, and he's 16 or whatever, and you're drinking a beer, and he's drinking a beer, and cops were happen to show up, there ain't a damn thing they can do about it. You're on private properties, indoors. He is supervising. There ain't a damn thing they can do about it other than call you a bad parent or something.
Yeah. Well, here um used to be if there were any other minors drinking, then you could get in trouble. Now it's
Right.
if they leave your house and get pulled over, then you're in trouble. Even the stores, when I was working at the convenience store, if somebody went out and had a wreck, if the last place they had been to buy beer was that convenience store, whoever sold it was in trouble.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
But
They crack down. Anything to get $1 out of you.
yes,
I know.
TABC has gotten strict
Yeah.
here.
Even if a kid says it was at your house and they weren't, but they were, and they got pulled over and they got alcohol in their breath, there's a full investigation.
Yeah.
I mean, it can get nasty on you in a hurry. I've seen it happen to 2 people here in town.
Yep. It happens here all the time.
Luckily, it wasn't me, so which
Mhm.
is odd. A sheriff asked me one day, he says, "How come there's some days you come into town at 90 mile an hour and other times you come in at 50?" I said, "You want the truth or a lie?" He says, "You tell me." I said, "Okay, if I'm doing 90, I'm on my way to get a beer." He says, "What's it mean when you're doing 50?" I said, "I've already had a few." He says, "Fair enough." He was like, he was the same way as me. He says, "No, Shane, we used to cruise around back roads and drink beer and on dirt roads." He says, "I don't have a problem with that." He says, when the kids your age get out there and start doing donuts in people's front yards, that's where we have to come in. Other than that, they didn't have a problem with it.
Yes.
But you get out there and get in trouble, and then that's when they have to step in.
Stay safe, Joseph.
Yeah, Joseph. Yeah.
Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you, Shane.
No, it's all good. Hell, I was done anyway. I got mine spit out.
Your bar's open at 6 a.m., Anna Marie? What in the
Holy
world?
shit.
Oh yeah, there's bars here in Oklahoma that open at 8, 9 o'clock in the morning, and they're open till 2.
Ours don't open till like noon.
Yeah, there's some that open at noon, and
The restaurants can't serve beer till noon.
well, see,
Ours,
that sounds like Kansas was forever, and they wouldn't sell it on Sundays either.
yeah.
No Sunday alcohol sales there forever, and wouldn't
You
start
have to
selling it
eat
till noon.
something. If you're at the restaurant and you're ordering a beer, you have to eat something.
Yes.
They changed all that now here. Now in Kansas, you can go up there and sit down at 11 o'clock in the morning, order a beer, and they'll serve you. I know.
Wow.
And then when my brother and everybody'd show up, I'd buy everybody lunch. We'd eat. We'd talk about the day, and I'd drink all through lunch, and I'd go out to where everybody was working and drink a few beers there, and I'd come home. Daily regiment.
Hey, bread filling.
Anna Marie, that's the way it was here. I haven't been out in a while. I don't know if it's still that way, but kids grew up in the bar. Well, the bar owners, they had 2 kids, and they had a playpen set up in the bar with those 2 kids in it. And I just didn't quite agree with that.
Anymore, everything's so damn politically correct. They don't even let kids in because it's not that there's trouble. It's just people just don't want all the rhetoric that comes with it. Now, as a minor, you can still go into a bar here in Oklahoma, like on, you can call it college night or something,
Yeah.
Thursday night, college night. And the kids can come in. They just got to have a band, and if they get caught drinking, it's your ass.
Yeah,
So it's just easier not to let them in.
that's
So,
true.
it's just one of those deals. Just saves your ass. Everything's so
Yeah.
politically correct. It's just stupid. But I understand why they do it because there is some parents or some people that take a young date in there and slip them a few drinks and they get out there and get in trouble like a wreck or,
Yep.
boyfriend, girlfriend fight and it's domestic. Next thing you know, one of them's drinking and it come from the bar and then all three of you are in jail.
Hmm.
Oh, I know. I used to own a bar.
Yeah. Snow in Missouri. Huh.
Yeah. Snow and misery. Yeah, they're up there north of me. Well, where she's at, hell, she's straight north of me down there, and they get more snow than we do down here. That means Monty will be getting it too. They're up by Kansas City and
Oh,
Missouri and Kansas City, Wichita, and all up in that area.
yeah. I guess my friend lives more south. She's south of Branson.
Oh, they get lots of snow there too.
Yeah, she does. She sent me pictures, and I'm like, and she wanted me to move there bad. Like they were going to give me a house and everything to live in. Glad I didn't go.
I don't think you'd handle the snow real well, Bonnie.
No, I
Just
wouldn't
saying.
have.
Just
She ain't got enough
saying.
meat on. She ain't got enough meat on her bones to handle much.
No.
It gets below 70 degrees, it probably cuts right through her like a knife.
Shut up, Shane.
I was a 95-pound person for a very, very long time. I know what the cold is.
Yep.
But I'd still walk around with my coat open and my running shoes on in the middle of dead of winter.
Well, it depends because I mean, if you're getting in and out of the car,
No, I was walking.
oh,
I
okay. Well,
was like
used
in
to
high
be,
school and I was walking because I
used to
moved
be,
from Northern Ontario to here. And it was, in my opinion, much warmer here than it was where I was from. Because we would get minus 40 all the time in the winter.
oh my gosh. Yeah.
Okay. And when I moved to the Sioux, they'd get like minus 20. And my body was still used to the minus 40. So I'd be walking around with my coat open and my running shoes on, walking home from school. And people are like all bundled up and they're freezing. And I'm like walking around.
Yeah. And I understand that. My cousin from Alaska, when she comes to visit, she's dying here
Yeah.
because she's used to the minus 40.
Yeah.
I was actually looking for winter coats and boots today. Poor little Tatum. She bought me a pair of boots for Christmas. I think she got them from Bean. Is it LL Bean?
Yeah.
They weren't cheap.
No. But they're warm.
Well, they're about 2 inches too big.
Stick
That's
some Kleenex in the toes, honey. You'll be fine.
just wear really
Sorry, I
thick
didn't mean that. Yeah, I
socks.
did mean that.
2 inches.
Wear a
Yeah,
couple
stick
pair of
lots of
socks.
toilet paper or paper towel or something in the toes. You'll be fine.
And look
Uh,
like
you,
I'm skiing. Okay.
they usually come stuffed with cardboard or that paper cardboard. Hell, that'd be all right.
Chinese toes.
just put your hand warmers down in the bottom of your boots and then stick your foot in there. That way it takes up that extra room, keeps your toes warm. Or wear them like galoshes. Just stick your shoe inside it with, inside your boot.
And still look like I'm skiing.
Well, maybe she can send them back and get you a smaller size.
Well, I told her, get your money back.
Well, that's what my mom makes fun of me all the time because I wear a size 15 triple E. And,
Goodness.
Crap.
I thought my boys' feet were big.
Well, and they told me next time I go get a pair of boots, I have to have them special made because they don't make them any wider than triple E. I don't know.
Wow.
I had a buddy of mine. He was an inch and a half shorter than me. He weighed about 290 pounds, and he wasn't fat. He had a little bit of a gut on him, but he was just a good-sized guy, and he wore an 18
Holy
size boot.
cow.
Yep.
And my boys wear 13s. And if they left them laying in the living room floor, they got their butts reamed because you know why.
You get to trip over them.
Yeah.
My
Get
mom always
these-
makes fun of me. She goes, I can wear both yours as one.
Yeah. That's what I'd be telling them. Get your boats out of the living room right now.
No, Joseph,
Yeah.
we weren't talking about you.
I'm talking about shoes, Joseph.
Joseph.
Yeah, he's back.
Hello, Jack.
Good. I was outnumbered.
Oh, we've been so mean to you.
Oh, they was beating the hell out of me.
Don't you hate it when those little bitty short women pick on us, feeling dragger?
Oh, hell yeah. They're like little chihuahuas. They just keep nipping at your heels.
Yeah, I found out years ago, me and my wife had a barbecue at the house and everybody got a little too drunk. And we had a roommate at the time and these people were kissing on the couch. She told them to go get a room, go use the front room. And that was our roommate's room. And I'm like, don't listen to that goofy bitch. Before I could turn my head, she done jumped up on the recliner, did one of them jump off punches like a Superman punch, hit me right in the mouth, like somebody hit me with a baseball in the mouth after it had been a line drive. So never underestimate them little knuckles.
I'm going to tell you what. I dated a little gal. She was 4'11" and a half. I told you that her whole hand was the size of my palm.
Night, Joseph.
And she open-handedly slapped me. I swear, I've never been hit by a man that hard in my face. That was like a little brick, just solid, just damn. I damn near seen stars.
Yeah, she split both my lips, bloodied my teeth around my gums, like 3 or 4 on the top and 3 or 4 on the bottom. I didn't put my hands on her, but she learned not to hit me in the mouth because I turn around and we had that, that 1/2-inch real wood paneling that looks like actual wood.
Oh, yeah.
I put my fist through it and I ended up hitting one of the studs in the wall. When I did, and busted the sheetrock and the wall out on the other side. And she's like, yeah, if he'd have hit me with that, he'd have killed me.
Night, Joseph. Try to be good.
I've never rose my hand to a woman.
My ex-wife hit me one time. And I was sitting in a chair with sides on, about like the one I am. And I don't know, we was arguing about something just silly. And I guess she had her belly full and she popped me in the eye. And I stood up and she said, when you said all right, she goes, I just knew I was going through the wall. And I just stood up and said, all right, I'm going to bed. And I walked off and went in there and went to bed. Mm-hmm. She says, you're going to get up and take that boy. And it was her kid. You're going to take that boy to school? And I said, no. Oh, you're going to pout now? And I rolled over and I had a black eye. My eye was swelled shut. So she's, oh, I'm so sorry. And she goes in there giggling, telling her son, so he had to come look. So then I got to go with my brother over to a place in Perryton, Texas, and run into her dad, which was married to my mom. And he had already heard the story. So he's over just, he wouldn't say a word to me. But I can tell he was giggling so hard on the inside, he couldn't hardly talk to me. I said, go ahead, spit it out. Your daughter knocked the dog shit out of me.
It's bad enough. They think it's funny when they do it, but then turn around and if you'd have slapped her for it or something, then you'd have been the piece of shit.
Oh, I'd still be in prison. Yeah, she got scared as hell when I stood up and said, all right. She knew I was flaming mad. And I said, I'm going to bed. She said, I just knew I was dead. So, but I just don't, there ain't no sense in whooping up on a woman. I mean, just, it doesn't get anywhere.
You like me at that point, if it had been a guy that did it, they'd have been playing dominoes.
Oh, no. Oh, no. They'd have been pushing up daisies.
No. No, I only punched him in one time, and he deserved it.
That's what all women say when they hit a man. He deserved it. I know a lot of women that deserve it. It don't mean I do it.
Yeah, it's like nobody has a right to put their hands on somebody or they suffer what they get, the way I look at it.
My little brother, he didn't care. He says, a woman hits me and wants to put herself in a man's place. He was not against hitting her back, and he was a mean shit. We never agreed with him, but that was his mind.
I used to have the 3-strike kind of rule with it. I told him, you hit me 3 times. I said, I'll be able to bite my lip for so long. I said, but if you put that was my limit, 3 strikes, and I'm gonna hit you like a man. And years ago at a party, this girl she was kind of like a little sister, and it kept coming every time I walk around the corner. You remember when everybody used to do that shit in the 80s, take a bow and they like slap guys in the nuts? And she caught me 3 times. The 3rd time, I didn't even see her. I seen red, and I kind of uppercutted her and knocked her over the coffee table, and she had braces, and I felt terrible. And I swore I'd never do that again.
Yep. Yeah, it's never good. But I mean, I'm not going to say it's. Who am I to judge? I'm not perfect by no means, but yeah, it's one of those deals. I just make it a point that I've always been real good about keeping my composure. But man, it takes a lot.
The 3rd time of that, I couldn't hold. I didn't even know I was at. It took me. I didn't even realize what I did until like 20 minutes later.
I'm not really good with composure. I'll admit it. I'm not good with composure. You piss me off, I'm going after you.
What was that, Bonnie?
That's when you do like John Wayne. Turn them over your knee and paddle their butt. But they don't do it again.
Yeah, they do.
You think so?
I know so.
Oh.
Especially when it's in public. They get up even madder than when you throw them down over across their lap and paddle their ass.
Yeah, I used to bounce bars in Shreveport.
Well, you like them Wildcats, so there you go.
You used to bounce bars in Shreveport, and the bad thing about a lot of them places being as big as I was, you can't put your hands on somebody or hit them with your fists until they hit you more than once. So I learned to just open hand slaps. I mean, you open hand slap a man damn near my size and it lays him flat on the floor. They think about it. That somebody just slapped taste out of my mouth. What's he going to do when he balls his fist up?
That's it.
Well, that's it. And that's what my grandmother always taught me. If you puff up to a man and put yourself in a man's place, expect to get beat shit.
My daddy, before I was born, grabbed my mom one time because she was slapping him in the face. He grabbed her arms, but he didn't grab them between her wrists and elbows. He grabbed them between her elbows and her shoulders, trying to keep her from slapping and whatever. Well, I don't know what it was. Something to do with drinking is all I know it was about. So she could still reach him. So she reached up and she had them half-inch long fingernails and dug him from the bottom of his ears to his chin.
Oh my God.
That's
No.
crazy.
I guess
Oh,
he was good about it, but everybody used to ask Dad why he always wore them long lamb chop sideburns. He'd go, ask her.
well, if I ever get violent, I'm telling you, it's because it's for a damn good reason. Because I don't even get mad easy. But once I get mad, everybody knows real quick. But it takes a lot to push me that far. And,
Holding that in like that would give you a stroke.
well,
It
thank
does
you.
now. It takes me a long time to get mad now. It didn't always.
I try not to get mad about it, and I try to just be try to keep a cool head and karma about it. But usually uncalled for bullshit, I just can't stand it, and
I try to keep myself out of them situations, just get away from it before it gets too bad.
Yeah.
Not saying I'm always successful, but I try.
so I try not to hang out at nobody's house if they're drinking. I go over there. I'm not into all that. I don't do it anymore. I'll have a beer every now and then, but I don't go anywhere with anybody that I'm not driving.
Bingo. I got so sick of I hate being
Yep.
trapped without a vehicle.
Yep.
Somebody
I
gets
don't want to live on their terms.
they can't find you or whatever. There's so many reasons why you can't go home when you want.
Yep. I was always the driver. Anna, is that called blind rage?
Yeah.
Red Villain, I agree with you. That was me in my younger days.
Well, yeah. If somebody started hitting me, I wasn't going to just stand there.
I have.
Growing up as a teenager, a buddy of mine I hung with for years. Me and him were two of the biggest boys at the high school. He was 6'5", about 220, and I was 6'7", about 220, 230. Everywhere we went together, and hell, me and him would play harder. Most people thought we'd get over because he liked wrestling. I'd watch it some, and when we got our class rings, we tried to see what kind of knot we could put on the other one. And we used to go hang out at different places, and these guys would come in trying to act like they're going to punk out the big guy, and we just laugh at them. And they like, I can't believe it. There'd be 3 or 4 of them. They look at somebody else around. They're like, what the hell are they laughing about? I said, you ain't ever watched these two boys play, have you? And I'm like, no, what do you mean play? He said, they beat the shit out of each other and giggle about it. I don't see you doing shit to them.
I saw 2 brothers do that. My best friend, her son came back from the army, and the 2 brothers got out there and just started. And anybody that got near them got thrown. Like, I mean, thrown.
Hey,
And
Monty.
Isn't that normal?
hi, Monty. Is it? Not around here. Anybody starts throwing anybody in my yard, I'm gonna be out there with a something.
Shotgun, a bat.
Nobody's getting thrown around here.
Hello, Full Monty.
Me and one of my brothers get in a fight, and the cops would show up. Someone would call the cops.
Oh my goodness.
Cops would just go, we ain't getting involved. They'd stand back till we're done and say, does anybody press charges? We'd say no. And they said, okay. And they'd leave because they knew what was going to happen if they got involved. You wouldn't take one of us because now we both going to turn on you.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how me and him were. People try to break us up or try to a bunch of people gang one way or the other saying it's his fault or his fault. No. Then you got to deal with both of us.
Hey, Lily. How are you, girl? Hey, Monty.
Hey, Lily.
Hello, Lily.
And hello again, Lisa. Just thought I'd throw that in there.
Hey, Lily.
Hey, Bonnie, you're so
Where's that
fine.
guy
You're so
coming
fine. You blow
from?
my mind.
I was fixing to shut it down. Oops.
Won't be long before I go to bed.
I know.
I went to bed last night and I slept all night long with a friggin' headache I couldn't get rid of. And I don't know what the hell caused it.
That's not good.
No,
You
I
drink
know.
enough water?
No, I knew it caused it.
You dehydrated?
Yep.
Yes.
Too
I
much
have
sodium
noticed
off.
that. During the winter, I don't drink enough water. And so I've got 2 bottles here and I'm trying to. So
I
I
don't know
went
how true it
up
is.
all
You
night.
probably know, Bonnie. The
But
doctor told me for everything you drink that's got caffeine in it, you need to drink 1 bottle of water or a glass of water to replace that because the caffeine dehydrates you.
well, I don't do caffeine, so
I
I
drink the
just
hell out of sweet tea, and I try to drink a bottle of water for every glass, but sometimes it don't work like that.
like that 5 hours we were out there in the sun and it was hot and I didn't have any water with me, so I wasn't drinking anything. That was stupid.
You need to do like me. Make sure you bring even in your car. I leave 2 or 3 bottles of water in there.
Oh, yeah, because you can drink it at room temperature. You can't drink a soda pop at room temperature.
Unless
Yeah,
it's Dr. Pepper. Back when I drank Dr. Pepper, I liked them hot. Back when I was working, doing lineman stuff, because that caffeine and sugar hits you quick when it's hot.
well, that's it. It gets too hot to leave bottles of water in the car.
Yeah, but even if dehydrated, it might not taste good. But I don't drink a bottle of water or cold water, usually ice water anyway. It's bad for you, especially if you're eating. All the fat content makes it glob up basically, and your stomach don't digest it.
Yeah, I got a case of bottled water that sits next to me, and I'll drink it room temperature usually. I like
Yeah,
it cold too. Don't get me wrong, but yeah, I'll drink it room temperature all day long. Didn't bug me.
that's the way
But
I do my water and Sprite.
Sprite.
Sprite. Making fun of the way I talk.
You ever tried a sun drop?
A sun drop?
Yeah,
Who?
sun drop. They
What's
they got them
that?
around here. It's kind of like a Mountain Dew 50-50 kind of thing.
No.
No, never heard of it.
They got commercials for it. I don't know if you see them down there or you guys see them way up there. I know Shane's probably heard of them.
Actually, I haven't. To be honest with you, I really haven't.
I
They were
haven't.
big in Tennessee, and here lately I've seen over the last couple of years they kind of moved their way this way, unless they ain't made it that far west and south yet.
Must not have. Like I said, I've never heard of it. It almost reminds me of a mellow yellow.
Yeah, that's sort of what they are, like a 50-50 sun or mellow yellow Mountain Dew kind of thing, but they're really dark yellow looking, kind of looks like a yellow or orange juice almost, is how color they are.
Just called it urine.
Yeah.
It reminds me of that movie, Lemon. What was it? Lemonade Mouth, Lemonade Head, Lemonade something.
They got funny commercials. Let me see if I can find one. I'll throw it at you.
Sure, y'all never heard of that.
That's obvious. Days of Thunder. Remember, he drove the mellow yellow car. Uh,
I miss Blue Moon. Canyon.
Hello, Miss Blue Moon.
yes, Blue Moon. How are you? Love the hearts.
what I was going to tell you. You know how we were talking about cooking every so often, like once a week or something? And then Dee was talking about getting each channel to do that. And I was like, hey, that's a good idea. And she said, like, one night do meatballs and everybody do their meatballs however they do it.
You talking to me?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Well, I was listening. I just didn't know for sure who you was talking to.
The reason she said meatballs is because I said, well, I'm sure we all got some different recipes because some in chat were talking about all these fancy stuff. And I said, I don't do that. I do Southern cooking, like porcupine balls. And she said,
Yeah,
all right, what is porcupine balls? So,
those things are kind of like the cabbage rolls or stuffed bell pepper without the stuff around them, ain't it?
Mhm.
sort of.
It's kind of like a little meatloaf ball.
Yeah. There's a commercial for you for that, Bonnie, if you want to drop it on there.
I don't see it anywhere. I don't know what you're talking about.
Private chat.
Oh, okay. Am I going to get in trouble for this?
I wouldn't think so.
Okay.
You might.
And I love
Thanks,
the
Shane.
glimmer. The glimmer eyeshadow is amazing because it doesn't make you look like you're wearing.
It's gonna get hot today. Grab a ice cold.
Wait, stop.
Can you share it with the rest of us?
Yeah, I'm coming back to do that.
Mighty wide open.
Show that privilege, huh?
Oh my goodness.
My goodness, she says. That's that Southern girl right there. She's one of them there Southern belles.
Bless your heart.
I don't know, bless his heart. Great satisfaction the other night thumping that ball.
Wait a minute, I missed something here. Can you repeat that?
Got me cross my legs talking about ball thumping.
No, his icon.
Okay, yeah, I have seen them.
Oh wait, I guess I gotta start it. Where am I at? Okay, damn it.
Drop it. It shows how you drop it. Drop it like it's hot. Drop it like it's hot. Drop it like it's hot. 'Cause I got it going on. Drop it.
Yes, I've seen that. Can I stop it?
Yeah.
I haven't seen a commercial, but yes, I've seen the drink.
They had some Jackass commercials about 10 years ago. I don't know if you remember them. With a bunch of different ones. They were all screwy as hell.
Oh goodness. Well, guys, I'm gonna shut it down.
Cool, DF.
All right.
Yeah,
I hope
it's
I behaved tonight, Bonnie.
Of
You guys
course
have a
you
great night.
did.
I love you.
Love you too. Thank you
Y'all
for
let-
joining us.
Y'all let me know if you want to squeeze me in.
We always want to squeeze
Chuck,
in.
you're always welcome. You know that. You need to know that. You should
Chuck,
know.
just do
I
like
know
me.
that it kind of pissed me off that people, when I made that little live show the other day and then come back and somebody told me it's about time that I had my own show, quit going on other people's and fucking it up, they said. And I was like, wow. I ended up deleting the whole show off because of that.
Oh, I was gonna say that wasn't said over here, was it?
No, it was on the comments of my video after. They didn't even have the balls big enough to use a real name and do it during the show. They did it after it posted.
Oh my God, that's terrible, Chuck.
Yeah.
I know. I tried to go watch that video and it was not there.
It was up for about a half hour, an hour, and I got a message that somebody said something. So I went and looked, and I was like, yeah.
People can be assholes. That's for sure.
Most
Especially when they're on
definitely.
incognito. That's why I always leave my name up so everybody knows who I am. So if I say something, if I
Yep.
have the balls to say something, they're gonna know it was me.
Yeah, I'm gonna be straight up and up front. It's like I don't have
Absolutely.
shit I need to hide about.
That's it.
They got them keyboard muscles.
Yep.
You're always so straightforward, Chuck. We love you for that.
Yep. All right,
I
y'all.
love y'all, and y'all have a
Love you
good
too.
night.
You too.
Good night,
You do the
Chuck.
same,
Don't ever
man.
think that you're not welcome here.
Well, it wasn't that. I was just bent out of shape about that, and it's kind of like, yeah, fucking. I've already had a bad taste in my mouth with YouTube, and
That's
it's
all
like,
of us.
Yes.
I wish the bad people they give us their address and phone number.
That'd be too easy.
Good night, everybody in chat.
I'm one of them jackasses that probably show up at somebody's house.
Uh-oh.
Yep.
Well, y'all have a blessed night. Everybody out there and up here,
You
Bless you
too.
too,
Thank
Chuck.
you.
love y'all, manana.
Love you too.
So, Bonnie, I
All right.
do hope I behaved tonight.
Yes, you did, Dorinda. Thank you for coming out.
I tried really, 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 really hard to behave.
Me
All
too.
right. Good night. Love you.
Good night. Love you too.
See you
Night,
later.
chat. Love y'all.